HQ, the voice of the people, the home of the creators. With my astonishing, incredible two co-hosts, we're going to start it off with one of the greatest engineers on our planet today. Rocker, what's good?
Hey, what's good, y'all? What's good? It's good.
Hey, and our newest co-host, she is looking ravishing.
Hair wavy, boy.
On fleek. Hey, Sensei, what's good?
Yo, what's good? Sound DNA. Rocco, what's up? What's up?
All is well. Oh, all right, so since we just started, I ain't gonna get too deep into it, you know what I'm saying? But
yes, he is.
yeah, just a little, you know what I'm saying?
dig a little.
Pause, a little deep. This week has been a little rough for me. It's been a little challenging. I've been facing a little bit with like depression. I'm not gonna lie, but I want to talk about that a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Just
Absolutely.
like artists and creatives having to constantly do what we do every single day and the challenges we have to face when we wake up in the morning.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
what I talked about this
So
weekend at Patchwork. That's good.
Really?
Just talked about
Yes,
that last night.
we did just talk about this. Like, this is gonna be a good topic
Yeah.
right
All
here.
right.
Let's get
Absolutely.
into it.
It's in the air. All right, cool. Other than that, I did go to a comedy show. Shout out to Urban Grind. And it's really nice to seeing people work out their material. It's really nice seeing, people brave and just doing what they do, even though
Absolutely.
sometimes it doesn't always sound the best. But that's what we work it out for.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
confidence. Hey,
That's what
right?
practice is for.
Practice.
Yeah.
You gotta get up there. You gotta get up. You gonna get a couple boos, man.
You're going to get some booze or
Yeah.
silence.
You
I
might
think
have
si-
to swing at
I
him a
think silence is
couple
worse than the
times.
booze.
Oh, like, what's that cricket? What's that SpongeBob? Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I would fight somebody.
Oh, that's another thing we definitely got to talk about because we all had our crash and burn moments.
Oh
Facts.
yeah.
All right,
Facts.
so we got an interesting show. What y'all been up to? Rocco, what's good?
Nothing, man. Just a long week. A long week. I got 2 nails in my tires. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
2 nails in my 2 back tires. It's crazy. But other than that, this week has been amazing. The artists that I'm working with, y'all know Zach Flowers, of course, and Jay Bonafide, Jordan. Music is crazy. We're almost done with Jordan's track, so that's what we're focused on for the rest of the week. It's been amazing.
What's it sounding like? What type of genre?
It's like the perfect mix of rock and hip hop.
Ooh, I'm ready for this.
It's crazy. Like, we just added the guitars to it, and him is
Are you in the guitars?
yeah.
You have to check Rocket's page. He's been killing a whole bunch of
I see
covers.
him. I see him like
Yeah.
every day posting a video, and I'm like, yo, this man is doing it. I can see.
Dope.
So, Sensei, what should we look
What's
like?
going
How
on,
was
Sosa?
Whew, my week has been ridiculous. Like, my week has been good because, like, progress has been made. Stuff has been going on, but it's been ridiculous because just like with the mental health thing, like, it's been really kind of getting to me. Like, I really don't understand what it is about women in the music industry, and why is it so hard for us to be seen as more than a pretty face? It's like, especially when you're not an artist, like when you're trying to be like behind the scenes, you're trying to do that work. It's like everybody want to do that work with you, but they want to do it while you building with them, being a girlfriend. Like, why I gotta do all that to work with you? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some money.
That's a fact. Yeah. All right, so y'all see what time it is. Y'all see where we're going with it today. Tell your friends, because I really want everybody to chime in because this is big. This is what we're here for. So stay tuned right here on Creative HQ on IBN Next. Let's go. Hey.
Hey, all of y'all, I just told y'all, get on YouTube. Y'all go.
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas. Hustle man, a shooter, that's a fact, nigga. 32 extendos in my Mac, nigga. Spend 1,000 on some t-shirts up at Saks, nigga. I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas. Hustle man, a shooter, that's a fact, nigga. 32 extendos in my Mac, nigga. Spend 1,000 on some t-shirts up at Saks, nigga. V12 in the valet, black on black, nigga. SA in the valley, do my tax, nigga. White boy in Manhattan, pay my tax, nigga. Drive out to the Hamptons to relax, nigga. I stopped smoking weed, then I relapsed, nigga. Travel around the world, then I came back, nigga. Worth a couple million, that's a fact, nigga. But I am nothing like you fucking rap niggas. I own all the rights to all my raps, nigga. German plates with sheepskin on my mats, nigga. Murder rate increasing if I snap, nigga. Ain't no hanging out, we take y'all off and double back, nigga. Open trust accounts, deposit racks, nigga. $1 million life insurance on my flesh, nigga. Beamers, Benz, Bentleys, or a Lex, nigga. Ferraris in them Lambos, that's what's next, nigga. I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas. Hustle man, a shooter, that's a fact, nigga. 32 extendos in my Mac, nigga. Spend 1,000 on some t-shirts up at Saks, nigga. I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas. Hustle man, a shooter, that's a fact, nigga. 32 extendos in my Mac, nigga. Spend 1,000 on some t-shirts up at Saks, nigga. AMG Mercedes back to back, nigga. Chopper to his face, now that's a rap, nigga. The streets talking, that's a rap, nigga. Yo, P.O. call you up, look, that's a trap, nigga. Beat that case, that was that, nigga. Told the world, look, I'm back, nigga. Say my deal, then I crack, nigga. They folded, so I left, nigga. Can't a motherfucker tell me shit, nigga. We the no limit of the West, nigga. Percy Miller at his best, nigga. Jigger with the rollie and the vest, nigga. Acne jeans and Giuseppe's, nigga. Serving fiends off the steps, nigga. Murder sprees for the set, nigga. All facts ain't no motherfucking threat, nigga. I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas. Hustle man, a shooter, that's a fact, nigga. 32 extendos in my Mac, nigga. Spend 1,000 on some t-shirts up at Saks, nigga. I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas. Hustle man, a shooter, that's a fact, nigga. 32 extendos in my Mac, nigga. Spend 1,000 on some t-shirts up at Saks, nigga.
Hold up, yeah. Am I tripping or imagining, fantasizing, or it's all this really happening? Girl of my dreams, different caliber, staring in my direction more than the average girl. Check a nigga for checking her, she a savage girl. The reason why these dumb ball players after her. I'm just an average black kid born in poverty. These is athletes, how the hell she supposed to notice me? Nigga she won probably at 10, got his first MVP. The same age I was witnessing my first B&E. Same small ass town, two different worlds. Never had the nuts to holler at her, always with her girls. Titties bouncing on cadence with her kinky curls. Feel like Dwayne on the episode of A Different World, trying to bring an event inside your garden like Madison. But you just walk right past me, damn. Fast forward to present time, I'm 26. A nigga single, I'm scrolling through and I see a pic. Hey, Miss Parker, I'd rather be a jigger. Hey, Miss Carter, I'm playing, I'm saying, what you been up to? Okay, that's cool, you still dealing with old dude. I'm happy for you, he leased your body but didn't wreck it. Last thing that I heard was that you was expecting. Oh, you had several since the last time I seen your face. Don't wanna be cliche, but single mother's the case. Masters the art of making them come but can't get them to stay. Although a lot done changed, it didn't affect your taste. That's sad to say, but see back in school you was too cool to date up under you. What goes around comes around like how rumors do. Keep it a stack, I'm only interested in screwing you. Keep it a stack, girl, you was bad, you let them ruin you.
And we're back. Let's go. Hey.
What up? What up?
And we are back right here on Creative HQ. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into some of these topics. I don't know if y'all have heard, but Bun B was recently robbed. They broke into the house and put a gun to his wife's head. Yeah, so he, thank God, had a weapon and shot him, I believe, in the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So I think the guy is okay. I don't think he really cares. The robber's okay.
Yo, somebody, I saw about that. Somebody said that he met both members of UGK the same day.
Yeah, the same day. I was crying.
Crying, laughing. I was like, I don't even know why people act like Bun B ain't said he was about this. Like, y'all clearly ain't listen to the music, cause
like you gonna go after a bug.
I wonder if he knew though. Like, can you imagine? Like, I was just talking about this with somebody. You know, like T.I.'s mom. You know, I think it was his mother. She got a terrible accident. She passed, and they're finally doing the memorial, the tribute show to her on like T.I.'s Family and Hustle. Oh, wow. And so I was just thinking like that's really gotta suck to like be that person that got in the car accident with her, or like the person that like hit Shawty low. Like imagine like you try to go rob somebody and then like Bun B. Bun motherfucking B pop you in the shoulder, like that's the story to tell.
You gotta move out of Texas.
Do y'all think they knew, like, do you think they cased or they just robbed a random house? Like,
I think they just really saw a random house.
I'm like your biggest fan. Like, how do y'all think that worked? You think what?
Oh, I really think, honestly, the shock, I probably would have been more shamed than anything. Like, I just saw, like, your wife, and I thought she was weak enough to try to steal her car, and now you don't shot me. Like, I'm a fan, but, like, damn, like, I really, if you a fan, like, I feel ashamed. Like, I just did this to somebody I, like, admire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do that to nobody I admire. So if I found out it was Bun B and I was doing that, I would not tell nobody, because it'd be like, you the dumbass that did that?
Yeah, yo. Hold up. So actually, we want to get into this a little bit more. Bun B's wife actually, Bun B spoke on it. His wife is there, but play this clip real quick.
At the moment, it was unreal because we had just made it home within 20 minutes. So I heard the doorbell. And at that time, it's usually UPS, Amazon.
But she never answers the door.
But I never answer
Only
the door.
I answer the door. For me, the thing that drives me crazy is the fact that I spent my whole life, and she knows this, my whole life is built around addressing the threat. But unfortunately, I wasn't the one that had to confront him in the moment. She was.
Right.
And I'm like so proud of her for, you know, not only how she handled herself, her only thought was to protect me. Her assumption is that this person has come to get me.
Right.
So she's like, I need to hold this person here until Bun can get to the gun, and even if he kills me, I know Bun's gonna kill him. So her thing was just like, I'll take that loss, but I know Bun will avenge me and kill this dude. Right. That's what she's thinking.
Man, God bless black women, man.
Damn, that's love.
That's real love.
That's
Absolutely.
real love right there. Like he said, he might kill me.
What?
My nigga gonna get you. Like,
Yeah, like avenged. Like that's kind of crazy.
ooh,
Speaking of the end
Ride
game
or
was
die.
amazing, but avenged.
big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
Look, no, don't
We're gonna
spoil
talk-
it.
no, it's
Oh, we're not gonna talk about it now, cause
I'm
you
gonna
know
talk
we
about
don't know who watching. I hate people spoiling stuff for me, so if y'all haven't seen it yet, don't even worry. But
I was gonna ask y'all about that maybe later. Would you fight somebody over the spoiler? But we'll get to that. Sel look like he will
Spoil it.
fight.
I want y'all to spoil it. So tell them all. Tell everything.
I got you, bro. Well, no. Yeah, but I want to ask y'all, do y'all think that people should have concealed weapons in their homes? Do y'all think, was that, and if you did not, do you change your mind now?
My wife's gonna be a ride or die. Let me just let that be known off rip.
Yeah.
Before I even put a ring on it, I gotta know you might take that hit from me, cause I'm gonna take it for you. So like she said, like you might kill me, but my
I like
nigga
your
gonna light
conversation.
you
I
up.
like your conversation way better right now. So let me rephrase the question. Would you want your wife to be a ride or die?
Yeah.
No, hold on. because I don't know if I want my wife to sacrifice her life for me.
Why?
I would want her because I guess as a protector, I wouldn't want her to be in harm's way. So I would rather her get the hell out the way.
I see what you're saying, but like it's like one of those things like you are gonna. I notice it because like my dad is that same way. My dad is a protector, and I have a lot of that of him and me, and that just becomes a natural thing. Like you know, you're gonna attract someone that's the same way, pretty much. Like if you're a protector and you're like, you know, like if something happened, somebody trying to pull up, like you know, I'm gonna be there for her. Like she gonna be the same way. Like that's just one of those type of things. Like if you would, I mean, think about it though. Would you want to be one of those people like? Yeah, like if you know if that situation happened to you, would you want it to be when your wife come running, screaming, flailing in the house or whatever, and then he come walking in the house with you or whatever? Like she held her ground because she was worried about protecting her man, and it's like
cool, calm, and collect.
In a fight or flight situation, protectors always fight. Protectors always fight, and it's just like it don't matter in that situation. It doesn't matter, you know, what the outcome is in the end, what the result's gonna be, because you're gonna get what you want, protection. Flat out, you gonna whatever it is, whoever it is, they are protected, and it's like you gonna die knowing that, and it's like now, of course, nobody wants to die, but it's like at the same time, it's like if it's my time, it's my time. Even if even everybody always say like, oh, they had like an untimely death. Well, if it's your time, it's your time. It may not be the way that people want it to go. It may not be when they wanted you to go, but becoming as a protector, coming as a ride or die, that's just like one of those things. Now, granted, you could be a ride or die for somebody that's not really out here getting people, you know, shooting at them. But you know what I'm saying? It could be like if y'all just happen to be walking down the street on some Batman shit, you can, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you gotta remember Batman mom, she got shot first.
She did get shot first.
But was she really about it?
She stepped in front of, in the comments it said that she stepped in front of her husband. Like, she stepped in front of him, and like he snatched her pearls and bah.
But that's my thing. I wouldn't want my wife to do that. I wouldn't want my wife to literally, like, if she needs to kick my kid out the way, like kick the kid and fucking dodge, you know what I'm saying? Like, find a way to try to go for protection. Like, allow me to step in front of the bullet. You know what I'm saying?
But you saw that word protection came back up again. Like, it's gonna happen either way. Like, it's just one of those things that when you be with somebody, like, if you love them, if you love somebody, honestly, I don't think of anybody that you say that you love, that you want in your life, like no matter on what level, platonic, romantic, like that you wouldn't, you know, protect them in a sense. Like you would be a ride or die for more people than what you think.
Wouldn't you want your significant other to pull faster or just as fast as you would pull out your weapon if you had one?
No, that's different.
Okay,
so I'll put it this way. I would like her to, if there was like a formation type thing, you know what I'm saying? Like Voltron. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be like, if we ever get in a situation, I want you to pull your weapon out, but go for it. It's like towards safety, you know what I'm saying? Have a plan. Like, you get ready to get help, but have your gun out, like, be prepared type shit.
Oh, fact. No, I'm ducking and dodging. You know, I'm definitely moving away from the battlefield. But, you know, I'm shooting.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm going for the tackle. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, I don't think that.
Hold on now.
I don't.
Wait.
Someone's got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Someone's got to hold the gun. Run! You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my job to do that.
I'm mad.
You better hit this nigga with me.
Yeah,
teamwork.
No.
First off, nobody's running because I'm popping that nigga in the knee.
I feel
in
that.
the knee.
You're right. But is your aim good? Because if you're aiming good, please don't try to shoot him in the knee. You might hit me in the calf, and then we're really in trouble. Because my strength is going to get weak, and now he's going to shoot. It's okay.
You better
Next
turn
subject.
into Layla Ali real quick.
It is fine. It is fine.
This man right here talking about some. I'm finna go for the tackle.
I'm going for the tackle. You know. All right. So did y'all hear about Tekashi? And they took his album Dummy Boy off Spotify. Okay. So my question: do y'all think that that's okay to do? Because that has nothing I don't understand why they even took it off. To be real with you.
Well, see, that's why I'm saying it kind of depends. I was gonna ask like, what was the reasoning? Because I mean,
their new policy.
Yeah, like it's like, you know, what he was promoting. First off, it already came out that he was, you know, one of those. He was like one of those industry plants. You know what I'm saying? It already came out that he was one of those. So it's like anything that he's really promoting is really not. I mean, first off, what was he promoting besides rainbows and number? I don't know what.
Gun violence and sticky with the blicky
you know, I mean, I never listened to his music. I mean, he crept me out, so I was just not a fan. But it's just like.
Is NWA still on Spotify?
All right, so you make exactly like
But see, I'm saying, what is their reasoning for him? Like, it may have something to do with him. Like, what if it got taken off because like he didn't pay his licensing or something like that? Like, what if it has something? Like, what if it's not something necessarily about violence? Like, I know that I personally don't care for him for what he promoted, but I feel like. Shit, I listen to gangster music on the way over here. Like, I listen to Thug Motivation 101, and that's definitely still on Spotify. So I don't think whatever they took him off of there for, I think it's more political or business.
Oh, what's
You
up,
got
Sal?
It's evidence.
Oh.
Music is evidence.
Oh,
Smart
so
man.
that's that
Smart man.
that's like what is it? Bobby Shmurda. Remember, like they were talking real hard for a real long time, like the copyrighted thing about that song that he did when he was arrested. Like, yeah, they took that shit down.
And YMW Melly. Or what? YM?
Well, none of his music. None of his music.
Hey,
is
yo,
like
you hear
evidence.
his pops dropped a remix?
Yeah.
What?
His son talking Melly on my mind.
I got Melly on my mind.
Oh, y'all heard it?
Melly on my mind.
Somebody was like, that's going Billboard top 10.
Look, my pops better drop a remix for me too.
That's a fact. All y'all better drop a remix for me.
Who you killing execution style like that?
I told y'all about Rocker.
Man, Rocker
I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice dude.
You know, and what that means? There's a lot of nice people in the world. What's that? What was
Hey,
that?
let's-
Ted
let's-
Bundy
let's
was
stop-
nice.
let's stop before
Wow,
we end
she
up in
just
danger.
compared me to
Let's
Ted
hold up.
Bundy.
Ted Bundy was nice.
That's cold, bro.
He was a good guy.
cold.
You know what I'm saying? He was
That's
nice. He
cold.
was charming. You know what I'm saying? That was literally like his profile that they put down for him. Nice, sweet,
Good.
charming guy.
Oh,
Who
my
killed
God.
people.
I'm like Ted Bundy, I guess.
All right, so last thing I want to talk about before you go on break. What makes a good freestyle? I'm going to play this real quick. All right.
Oh, Lord.
No, oh, Lord. Give it a chance.
Bitches get to scratching heads like they got a bunch of lice. I'ma pull up on your ass, chopper probably take your life.
Take your life.
Back in the jag, I'ma probably take your wife. Do that shit again and blow
Your
a check
other
up
half.
and win. All these bitches ain't shit. Niggas not my friends. I'm the best to ever do it. Yeah, I say that shit again. Chopper
Saying it
on me
twice.
in the shoe. Hit a nigga in the face. Yeah, my chopper kinda horny. Better fuck that nigga face. All my niggas getting cash. We be racing to the cake. I've been hungry every day, so every day I grab a plate. I've been boxing all my demons.
All right, so what did y'all think of that?
I'm a definitely.
Now, this is off the, this is off the top. This is Juice WRLD.
He was kicking. Come on.
Word.
It was
It
freestyle.
was pretty dope. It was way better than I thought you would say. It definitely sounded way better with your ad libs. He should definitely record that, get you on the track.
Oh, of course.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
man.
I
was
need
a
it.
little
Juice WRLD
You know
hiring
what I'm
me.
saying? Like, the ad libs definitely hyped it up. But it was good. It was definitely good. It was definitely better than what I thought originally. Because I was going to be like,
She
oh,
about
God.
that dude.
Like I said, if you walk by that freestyle, you definitely thinking it's trash. So what the hell is this nigga talking about?
Yeah, that
But
was
if you sat down and listened to it, it ain't that bad.
That's the best freestyles. I need to be like, what you talking about? To
Hey,
really
that
tune
first
in.
line, hey, I ain't even gonna stop. Bitches scratch their head like they got lights.
Like
I
they
was
got
like,
lights.
Yeah. Like, okay.
But they just patting their weave. So yeah, like I totally
I definitely feel
understand.
the urge to like scratch my head right now.
It happens. Yeah,
Like,
so what
I
is
definitely
kicking
feel the
down?
urge to scratch my head, but I'm
It
not gonna do it.
happens. I feel show restraint. I like it. All right, so what is a perfect freestyle to y'all? Is it written? Does it have to have a beat
How-
to it? Like
What you mean written? Like they just write it off the dome, like as they going? Because I don't.
some people like
I write in my head my opening bar to my freestyles. I have to because I need direction. I can't freestyle completely off the top.
But see,
Just
that's different. That's like somebody giving you a word or something like that. Like that's what I did at my event. Like when we started our freestyle, I was like, give me a word. I just said a word, and then it was like he went from that. So that's not to me like that's like improv comedy the same way. Somebody does something for it, like they give you something and you take it further and beyond or as far as you can take it. But like you sitting down and you like, oh man, no. Like once you erase or once you scratch something out, not a freestyle. I don't count it as a freestyle. I don't care. It either need to come off the head or you need to just be. It just need to be scribbles.
I'm the same way. Yeah,
What
real
if
talk.
it's
Like
a
it has
mix?
to be off the
what if it's a mix?
What do you mean?
Like if you got a hook and you freestyle one of your verses, that verse is a freestyle. Like if you write a hook or if you write like a bridge or something to a song.
Like you interject, like words from maybe a written into your freestyle. Because I feel like everybody does that.
Yeah, everybody does that because
Yeah.
I mean, like people, that's like using samples from like other songs, like you know what I'm saying, when you making a reference to somebody else.
So what you think?
It gotta come off the top, straight from the heart and the soul, bro. You can't. I mean, you can do your stuff, but it gotta be original. Cause like, I don't know. Like, I don't like when people fat, black, ugly as ever. And then come on something like, nah, you not about to do that, bro. You're not about to steal Big Papa flavor. Like, come with your own juice, man.
I got you. Facts.
I feel that. I feel that. But yeah, definitely has to be. It has to be in that moment. Like anything where you gotta like come back, you gotta take it off. Like no, like if you freestyling, like in a freestyle, I don't care if you mess up.
No
I don't
edits.
care if you say something. I don't care if you got a bar that's whack because you are moving. You know what I'm saying? Like it's off the top of your head. I'm saying like I might be like yo that bar was trash, but I'm gonna respect it more than you writing down a trash bar.
Oh my God.
Then you like erase it, trying to be like yeah my freestyle this. I'm like nah, because the first freestyle you did was trash.
One day we're gonna have just the best freestyles and the worst freestyles.
Hey, somebody really just commented and said whoever freestyle they played.
Do best y'all do best and worst in music. Do y'all compare like that? Because I don't believe in good and bad with music.
Rocker, you don't. Rocker, stop.
First off,
Rocker, you don't believe
Rocker
OJ.
still think that Fetty Wap is on and popping.
He think OJ the Juice Man is on and popping. Rocker, enough.
What?
Enough.
Watch. Next time we go to Patchwork, watch. I'm gonna hit GT up. GT Fetty Wap engineer. Hey, that nigga is cracking, boy. Fetty Wap, that nigga. And OJ,
I love Fetty Wap.
Come on.
OJ the
I love
Juice
Fetty
Man.
Wap, but that don't mean that Fetty Wap out
He's
here.
not on.
Hey, you from Jersey, nigga?
What? I love it. Yeah.
What
But
that mean?
Jersey ain't on. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done.
Moving
All right,
along.
moving on.
Oh, speaking of
Is that-
Logic and
That
Eminem.
hurt my heart too.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll be right back right here on Creative HQ. I be in next Jersey. Don't hurt me because I love you. Hey, stay tuned.
I want to know what that's gonna sound like. I think it'll be good though.
I
Cook that
not,
shit up,
but
Quay.
y'all.
Oh my gosh, back at it again. In the kitchen whipping, I'm rapping again. Whip it. Keep on playing, bitch, then I'm stabbing your friend. Woo. I'm in the hood, they think I'm back trapping again. Trapping. Woo. Oh my gosh, back at it again. Hey, all my grizzly niggas stacking again. Hey, big up all that on me, backpacking again. Hey, keep a quarter on me, backpacking the Benz.
Quiver, back at it, count up 100, throw racks at it, yeah, my wrist a Titanic, ice at the glacier, it do damage, yeah, your nigga gon' panic, I see through a panic like a panoramic, hey, yeah, then get back to whipping, then get back to trapping, your nigga back at it, if it's too crowded, might shoot out the roof and say let him come through, keep it 1,000 when I'm in the booth, I spent 2,000 to step in the shoes, gang gon' gang, how you think we gon' lose, back to back motorcade, that's how we move, on mama porch, I was sitting on the stool, when I hopped up, I took off to the moon,
oh my gosh, back at it again. In the kitchen whipping, I'm rapping again. Whip it. Keep on playing, bitch, then I'm stabbing your friend. Woo. I'm in the hood, they think I'm back trapping again. Trapping. Woo. Oh my gosh, back at it again. Hey, all my grizzly niggas stacking again. Hey, big up all that on me, backpacking again. Hey, keep a quarter on me, backpacking the Benz. My diamond like feature, bitch, I'm a yellow bees. Ice out in this freezer, just cop the Luigi. Oh, take it easy, you trippin', I'm leaving. I drank in the freezer, this shit don't come easy. I'm trappin', I mean it. My belt double G me. That cooler, that heater. Take knots in your reader. I sent some shot through a nigga, white beater. Chopper knock a nigga out of his feet. Don't call me little baby, I'm sorry, don't need you. Last month I got shot up, then went up on features. Body for body, my nigga some demon. We tip it, tally, you busted and bleeding. Stopped in Atlanta in the booth with my Nina. Back in the day, used to trap in the beamer. I'm a true hustler, my bitch is a schemer. Skeet in her eyes and that little bitch a creamer. Oh my gosh, back at it again. In the kitchen whipping, I'm rapping again. Whip it. Keep on playing, bitch, then I'm stabbing your friend. Woo. I'm in the hood, they think I'm back trapping again. Trapping. Woo. Oh my gosh, back at it again. Hey, all my grizzly niggas stacking again. Hey, big up all that on me, backpacking again. Hey, keep a quarter on me, backpacking the Benz.
Wrist so froze, I can't shake hands, I gotta give you a pound. Weigh my bank account, quadruple, think I'm still slanging pounds. Told them catching my vote for who tryna get this dope cross the border. Grew up, I'm from East Atlanta, but stand my ground like it's Florida. Fuck the judge, fuck the bailiff, fuck the local reporter. Tell the whole truth to my lawyer, grew up slicker than oil. Parked the Dawn, wrote the Ray to the truck with the R's. Look like Aurora, still a ship every time I bring out my cars. Fucking stars by the bar, neighborhood superstar. 24K, Bruno Mars, down to the drawers. I'm thinking, Lord cars, talking old money, Chico the bars. Blue Sound 20, futuristic, move when it's parked. The scooch.
Oh my gosh, back at it again. In the kitchen whipping, I'm rapping again.
Whip it.
Keep on playing, bitch, then I'm stabbing your friend.
Woo.
I'm in the hood, they think I'm back trapping again.
Trapping.
Woo. Oh my gosh, back at it again. Hey, all my grizzly niggas stacking again. Hey, big up all that on me, backpacking again. Hey, keep a quarter on me, backpacking the Benz.
Everything for it.
Turn me up, Wallace. Said I'm alright. Everywhere I go, bitch, I'm alright. Yeah, Jack and gold, bitch, it's so nice. VVS, them diamonds, bitch, they eyes. Yeah, I'm telling you I'm alright. Said I'm telling you I'm alright. Said I'm telling you I'm alright. Said I'm telling you I'm alright. Pull up in the Maybach, CJ with me, looking hella tipsy. White girl with me and the Molly got it dancing hella Britney. 1400 hoodie all red, looking hella trippy. Bobby Smurder niggas, Houston bitches with me on that Whitney. Ooh, I come out the coldest city with the hottest bitch. I pull up popping at these niggas if they poppin' shit. Them bitches tryna fall in love, I'm tryna fall in rich. She gotta go and brush her teeth before she suck my dick. My dog want that payback and I might have to okay that. Pull up on that clown and put him down, cause my homie don't play that. Marvin D, give him hell on earth. I come from the dirt, get your murked and talking water guns, but all them choppers squirt. Said I'm alright. Everywhere I go, bitch, I'm alright. Yeah, Jack and gold, bitch, it's so nice. VVS, them diamonds, bitch, they eyes. Yeah, I'm telling you I'm alright. Said I'm telling you I'm alright. Said I'm telling you I'm alright. Said I'm telling you I'm alright.
Black and yellow, hit that paddle, getting rich but from the ghetto. Took off to another level. Been to war, I got the medals, different flows. I got several different clothes, hopping out expensive doughs. Never let a nigga pose.
If it's alright with you, it's alright with me. If you never try, you never find out real it can be. Got your girls with you, got my niggas with me. Spin it on, get it back. Being broke's just a memory. Every time I hit the club with her, we be turning heads.
I put numbers on the board, smell the KK when I board. Private jet when I'm bored, get respect across the board. Get a check when I go, we pull up, bitch, we don't troll.
Said I'm alright. Everywhere I go, bitch, I'm alright. Yeah, Jack and gold, bitch, it's so nice. VVS, them diamonds, bitch, they eyes. Yeah, I'm telling you I'm alright. Said I'm telling you I'm alright. Said I'm telling you I'm alright. Said I'm telling you I'm alright. No, it's okay, yeah. No, it's okay, yeah. No, it's okay, yeah. I want you to hurt me. What you gonna do? Picasso.
Young Ball on the beat.
I want you to hurt me. What you gonna do? Whoa. Hey, I want you to hurt me. Yeah. Hey, baby, I want you to hurt me. I want you to curse me. Don't bless me, I'm not worthy. Drop down, get your
We are back.
Hey.
Who comes back to the show better than us? You know what I'm saying? We bring y'all into the conversation. Y'all don't even know what we talking about.
Not at all.
We have a talented, extremely energetic, I don't say energetic, but has great vibes. You know what I'm saying? He has performed at Columbus. He has been through the streets of Atlanta. You may know him for his hot song, Poison. Everybody, oh my God, I fucked that up, my bad. Everybody Picasso style!
Hey! What's good?
My vocabulary is a little messed up today, you know, I'll tell you a little bit why later, but what's going on, brother?
I can't call it, bro. What's word is?
Man, that was too smooth. I don't know how to answer.
You know he an R&B singer.
That's
He said,
a
"What
fact.
up?"
I need to, you need to
that
teach
joke.
me.
That
It's all about finesse and you know, hey.
I feel that. Okay. So what made you get into R&B?
Really, I was actually good at football. I was crushing football, and but the whole time I was always doing music, and my emotions just weren't there with football. I was like, dog, man, you just scored a touchdown, you did all this and that, and you know, the passion just wasn't there, and I just kind of hit rock bottom, and my music was, you know what I'm saying, my crush, my rock, and that's what I really had, and you know, I just kind of rolled back into this, like, you know, this is what I'm here for. I feel like my music is my voice to the world, and so, you know, I'm here to let everybody hear me.
Nice.
That's dope.
Okay.
I like that.
Now,
I
you
like
grew up in a church, like, vocally, you were molded by the church, correct?
Correct.
How was that? Was it strict? Because all the best musicians seem to come from the church.
Man, if you know, I was like any other child. I hated going to church. You know, your mama made you go to church. But once we started to do it, like I said, we did it. I was in this gospel group called Rusty Hollis, and we started singing Kirk Franklin all the time, and I was always fascinated with it. You know, I watched the video stuff on BET, and it just kind of took me, and they was like, "Cordy, you want to sing?" Yeah, I want to sing, but you know, at first it got it there, and it was like, I didn't get the reaction that I was intending to get because I was initially afraid, and when I got a standing ovation, it just kind of took me in, and that's why I've been ever since. Though, like, there's nothing in this world that can satisfy that feeling, just being on stage and performing in front of people and giving people a good time.
So you like self-taught other than the church, or did someone you have training? Because you have extreme talent. Like,
Yeah.
is that just from the
you
church?
hear that, man? God trained him.
Well, it's crazy because, like I said, it got to a point when I hit rock bottom, and this became something that I really want to do. And you might think I'm crazy, but I actually walked up and down the road every night, and I sung to the stars because I felt like I was a star. Like, you know what I'm saying, just being real.
Ooh.
And it all began with my first audition for The Voice. You know, I walked up and down the road. I sung for 2 months, and I did it so long that by the time I got ready to go to the competition, my voice went out because I was singing in the night air period, and it was bad for me. But I pretty much just try to listen to other artists, and I was like, you know, this is why I need to sound. This is where I need to be. I don't want to be just your ordinary R&B artist. I want to be, you know, spectacular. I feel like I'm phenomenal, and I feel like everybody deserves to see that who I am.
Ooh, I got a question. So you said you grew up in the church, and you are an R&B singer. I've been hearing a lot of people say, how do you feel about like what people I guess call like new age R&B, where a lot of these new artists that are coming up did not grow up in the church, and so like a lot of people say that this new R&B is missing that blues, that soul, like you know, that really makes R&B R&B. How do you feel about that? Seeing it's like you clearly an R&B artist who grew up in the church and definitely got that soul.
Well, with that being said, I want y'all to be looking out because I'm doing a song with Trey Williams. We're calling it Private Session, so be looking at that very soon for all your Southern Soul blues stations.
Okay.
Nice.
But every song that I write, I try to bring back the old feeling because this is the era that I grew up in. You know, I'm an 80s baby, but I was just fortunate enough to come through that era. Like one of my favorite groups is Bell Biv DeVoe.
Yeah.
I listen to the album beginning to end, you know, like, and this is how, you know, and these are the things that inspire me. Like a lot of new music, I'm not a hater, but it's hard for me to get with it as well because, you know, it's just everybody. Your conversations are the same. This is the way if you conversate with a woman. True enough, you probably tell the woman the same everything, but you want to kind of swap. Like I said, you want to finesse a little bit. You want to be, you know, it's not so much of that. We live in an era where we are trendy, and I feel like this is where a lot of our music is now.
Do you think it's more towards what do you think about the whole idea of people call it sex and beat? Niggas just be vulgar just talking about sex. You know, back in the day, niggas was talking some slick stuff.
Right, and
But-
guess what though? And today it's still the same. But if you, it really depends on the type of woman that you are dealing with. But if you're dealing with a woman, you just can't come up to her and tell her anything. So we have a lot of the younger, you know, like labels. They aim at a lot of people from what ages 16 to 22 years old. So these are the things that they're putting out there. So it all depends on what type of listener are you. If this is what you're listening to, or if you want to prefer to listen to Southern Soul or R&B, or you know.
I definitely agree with that because I was gonna say like there's R&B music that I listen to that still has that like slick finesse like how
Right.
Picasso said it's still
Right.
it's not very just like like in your face like girl I'm trying to do A B C to you in the bed it's not like that but I do know that is what is like mainly
Right.
on the radio but it's like it does depend on the kind of like woman or the type of person in general that you're looking for because there are artists out there that still have that and some of them did not grow up necessarily in the church but it's definitely a change.
And then when you get to that level of success, when you reach that level of success, then therefore when you come at a woman like that, it's okay because you have reached that level of success. But
It
you know,
should
in the
not
beginning,
be.
you have
Trying to get R. Kelly level. He trying to get.
He was trapped in the closet for
Hold
a little
on.
while. That's why everything
Oh
was just
my
not coming
God.
out of the body.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let's bring it back. Let's go on. Let's not talk about R. Kelly.
But that's also one of my favorite artists too. Man. I'm not gonna wood though.
I feel you.
One day, you know.
Okay, so I don't know if you want to say your industry age. Like, what's your industry age? All right, you thinking too hard about it. It's fine.
I don't feel that there is a limit. I just feel like you are who you are, and if people love it, then just ride with it.
My point being about your age is I feel like you grew up in a time where I guess guys still spit game to girls. You know what I'm saying? I think now today it's kind of different. We're kind of more vulgar, you know what I'm saying? We say off the top of our heads.
Not different.
So, you don't think it's different?
From personal experience.
Well,
Not different.
It's not different, but
It's
I'm
cheesy.
gonna say about Picasso styles. You know what I'm saying? This is how Curse Me came into effect. I'm the type of person I kind of like to take my time. You can. I know I'm on live as well, so I know a lot of people don't want to get in trouble, but I like to take my time with things. You want to get to know a person as well. I mean, if you move too fast, there might be some things that you just might miss that you might necessarily need to know about this woman that could have been beneficial to you and the whole and outcome of the entire situation. So, a lot of things that the younger people talk about, you can just be overstepping your boundaries too fast. Sometimes you just got to pull back a little bit. You got to.
That's a fact.
You just gotta,
Do you take that approach with your music when you're talking, as if you're talking to a girl that you're trying to pursue type
right,
stuff?
because at the end of the day, I mean, R&B, you are selling sex. So, don't nobody want to say, hey, you going to buy my song, I'm going to take you to the bed tonight.
Yeah.
And they gonna be like, what? He said, what? Take you to the bed. Like,
I work with some girls here.
You don't like it. It works with some girls, but somebody gonna be like, hey, I was hungry before we said, we gonna get something to drink or something.
I was hungry. Oh, actually, I've heard that some girls are actually surprised that guys ask for the date. Are you still a guy that still asks for the date, or are you going straight to the bed?
I expect
the date.
I expect the date too, but like I said, it depends on the type of woman that you're dealing with, and a lot of people go through a lot of things in bad relationships. But if you are an open-minded person and you're looking with your eyes and your heart and your mind, it'll take them 5 minutes to figure out where this situation is going and how it's going to end.
So you read the situation
All the way through.
I respect that. I ain't
All
mad
the
at
way
it.
through.
All right.
dates are
Actually,
important.
yeah. So
I just want to make that be known. Dates are important.
mad important.
They are.
Like some type of quality time of some sort, like not just
Talking on
let's
the
just
phone,
get to it. Like
texting.
like some type of quality time, like spending some type of time together. Go get lunch on your lunch break together. Something. Have an ice cream cone. It's hot outside.
Right.
Get to know.
You want that long
Make
walk
the
in the
relationship
park?
strong.
It's almost
Make the
summertime.
relationship strong. That's what it is. Those that came from the wild words of the GOAT. I know he watching. Shout out to him. Shout out to the GOAT.
The GOAT?
The GOAT.
Michael Jackson?
The GOAT.
No, the GOAT.
All right, cool. I'm with it.
You know.
I think she was talking about Picasso styles. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey.
I was not, but he could be not. Because the GOAT is still listening. I was not talking about Picasso. Don't be getting me in trouble. I was talking about the GOAT.
So before we got on air, we were talking about celebrity crushes. What's our celebrity crushes in here?
I'm gonna say Keke Palmer. Well, shout out to Keke.
Keke Palmer.
Do you love me?
Rocket was trying to get me to like bald man because somebody sitting in here, but I like Logan Brownie. I don't really have a man band, like a man celebrity crush. Most of them, because they all short. And I'm like,
Wow,
So
y'all
short
women
people.
be dogging these short men out here. I'm
but here's
telling
my
you.
thing, because I'm not
It's-
that tall of a person, right? You see what I'm saying? So it's like when I wear tennis shoes purposely to make myself a little bit taller. Like I'm 5'5" with shoes on. I don't want you to be like 5'9" with shoes on, like, and that's how tall all of them are with their loafers on. Like they be 5'9", like with shoes on. So
What if you caught your man stuffing his shoes with cardboard? What you gonna do?
Well, I know how tall he is, so that ain't gonna happen. Like,
I think they trying to bring Stacks back anyway. You ain't gotta worry about that.
like all them platform shoes. Like who was that dude that was wearing? Lil Wayne.
Prince did it.
Prince did.
Okay, but Prince was also tiny.
Prince had all the women.
You're
Yeah,
right.
but that was Prince. That was back then. I was not even attracted to Prince like that. I love his music, but you know what I'm saying. Again,
Everybody love
Hold
Purple
up,
Rain.
Prince was beautiful.
Everybody
Prince
love.
I would not let you
oh
say that.
man,
I
don't
said
say
I'm not
don't say
attracted
that.
You don't like Prince?
Man, you know, hey, Prince is the ultimate artist.
He's still.
I
Oh,
love
beautiful,
Prince.
but
We're not
I mean,
slandering Prince on this
I'm not
station.
slandering Prince,
Nobody
but you
did
know,
that.
hey, you know, everybody got their preferences though, so you know, I'm gonna stay in my lane over here.
So who did you look up to?
Okay, well, I think that Tyrese is one of my favorites. One reason because a lot of people also say, "Oh, you look like Tyrese," but
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to sound
Actually-
dumb.
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna revert back to one of these questions that you asked me a few minutes ago, like as far as how you would approach a woman. And Tyrese's song was straight fucking. And you know, that was one of my favorite songs coming through high school, riding in the Dodge Caravan. You know, hey, like you know,
He had the shaggy wagon.
all you gotta do is drop a couple of bars from that, and she like, you know, what's up? It's,
That's
you
a
know,
wrap.
hey.
The caravan had it popping, boy.
But I will say that he is an inspiration to me. You know, he's been around for a while, so you know, I really dig a whole lot of his music.
Okay, so you're naming names like Bruno Mars. You're naming names like Tyrese, who was in the Michael Jackson commercial, dancing his ass off. Do you dance?
I'm suave.
What the
suave.
hell does that
I'm
mean?
suave, you
I'm
know.
tired of you giving me smooth answers. I don't know if they mean anything,
You
dog.
know what I'm talking about? When they be rocking,
And
you
look,
do the little two-step thing
it's
with the
a-
woman,
it's
but,
a-
like, the whole, like,
Okay.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, like-
I'm gonna give you a perfect
You gotta have
example.
a
Have
move.
you ever been in a situation where maybe if you have walked into a McDonald's or to an establishment and this woman, she might have not necessarily went out of her way to get your attention, but she made a turn around back, you know, and you know, she just poke it out for you a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
You live a
Something
different
like
life
that,
than me.
though.
I wish. I like it though. I imagine.
So you know, it's almost the same. You know, I almost try to think of that element. You know, it's almost like, oh girl, I almost touched him, or ooh, I almost, or he touched me, or so much. You know, I kind of play it like that. So you know, it's kind of about yours. Whatever the crowd wants is where I try to go.
You don't have a move. You know every R&B nigga had that move where they wave their hand out.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you ain't hit that before.
There's a theory
Yeah.
that R&B died when niggas stopped reaching for the air.
Yes.
Do you agree?
And
Yeah,
stop
you
singing
got
in the rain.
You know
You
what's
got
going
it.
on?
Yeah. Reach for the air.
When they stopped singing in the rain, R&B was dead.
You always
Man,
gotta
the
reach for
rain.
her.
Gotta reach
I
for
can
it.
agree with the rain because I have seen so many R&B videos and they have been in the rain. But I also said that I wish I went against. I didn't do that. I said my first music video I was gonna do it completely naked.
Oh, he going.
I'm,
that
I don't
route.
know.
I'm trying to go
That's not for me.
top.
I think
going
it's,
that-
I don't know if I'm gonna watch that one.
that
man.
brown
Like,
sugar
you see
route.
Picasso lost him. He did a video naked,
You
good.
butt
like,
naked?
like butt naked. Marcus Houston. Who else did it?
Brown sugar.
Brown Sugar.
Yeah,
What's his name?
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo.
Word.
And Picasso style gonna be number 3. So y'all check out. Y'all be looking for me now.
Okay.
Like an R&B.
Oh man, yo, you have been excellent, man. What are you performing? Or are they next? What's coming up?
Okay. Well, I do have a performance tomorrow night. I do not have a definite location for it, but if you all check with me tomorrow, I will go live just to let you all know so you can all come show me a little support.
Oh, all right. And before you do go, I want you to take us into this song that we're about to play. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, what was your thought pattern?
Oh man. My thought pattern was curse me. Well, I put it like this: every man has had some good sex, but not every man has had good head, and that good head be like, shit, baby, you just left, you just went to the store, shit, what the hell take you so long to come back? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I just, you know, hey.
Wait, please say that again one more time. One more time. Every girl has what?
He said,
One
come
more
back.
time. Like, every man has had good sex. Every man has had been with a woman, you know, but not every man has had good head.
Of
And
course.
when you have that good head, that's that good head. They're gonna make you, when she be like, baby, I'm finna go to the store, and she gone 10 minutes. You be like, damn, baby, should I call you and I text you? Shit, you ain't answer. What the hell take you so long? Shit, you know, hey, you know.
Change your life.
And that's gonna change.
Yeah.
You know, I actually was in a situation. I joined the military. So crazy. I met this chick on the flight, and I was sitting on this about 2 hours. I get on the plane. I'm like, oh, she's been over here talking to the chick the whole time. Coincidentally, this chick get on the plane. We're going to the same company. She's also going to the Army, and she did something to me that no woman had ever done to me before. I was younger, you know, and that's what I'm talking about. I was like, hey, babe, we're gonna get married. We're gonna have a family. We finna do all of this, like, you know, and from that moment on, when I heard that song, that's what I thought about. You know, curse me. You know, that's what it is.
Curse me. That's it right there. So actually, we're gonna hold it, because this is no, forget that. We ain't gonna hold it. We're gonna play this shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey yo, Self, play that shit.
Okay.
This is the hit.
Picasso
Curse
Styles,
Me.
curse me. You're
Picasso Styles. Thanks, Picasso. We out. Hey.
What you gonna do?
Picasso. Young Ball on the beat.
I want you to curse me. What you gonna do? Whoa. Hey, I want you to curse me. Yeah. Hey, baby, I want you to curse me. I want you to curse me. Don't bless me, I'm not worthy. Drop down, get your legal on. Girl, you looking thirsty. Overload your brain, girl. When I come speed up some strange, girl. Get on top, then you drop it real fast. Pulling on your head, but I'm squeezing on your ass. You say you feel me. Well, grind that thing slow with me, baby. You say you feel me. Well, grind that thing slow with me, baby. You want to take me there, want to take me there, take me there. You want to take me there, want to take me there, take me there. Hey, I want you to curse me, yeah. Hey, baby, I want you to curse me. I want you to curse me. It's not late, girl, it's early. Where you been at all my life? Never seen the girl so fine. You can kick it, wanna kick it if you down for that. When you curse me, take it bow to the audience. The perfect scene and the right season. I mean it, we need it. Time's a wasting. Let's take a shot while you're contemplating. Smell it, baby. Baby, hit the shit, let's get faded. You wanna take me there, wanna take me there, take me there. You want to take me there, want to take me there, take me there. Hey, I want you to curse me, yeah. Hey, baby, I want you to curse me. I want you to curse me. Wanna take,
Young Ball on the beat.
wanna take, yeah. Take me there, curse
I ain't tryna die young, so I gotta ride with one. Stood 10 toes down in my Balenciaga. Ay, he ran out on a nigga, that's a shot. Cold hearted nigga with the block, I block out. Gotta keep it on me, I wanna die young. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I'ma gon' post bail, just look at my wrist. Tell me why the legends always gotta die quick. When I'm in traffic, gotta slide with the beam on me. Cause I keep out 10 racks bustin' out the jeans on me. Nigga be hating, I'm rich, it's all about the cream, homie. If I ever get caught lacking, they gon' slide. Ever since I got the rollie, I ain't got the time. Flawless diamond niggas can't never block the shine. They know I'm ballin' in the city like DeRozan. Gotta keep my niggas round me, I can't do the wrong friend. I was knocking down walls, now they closing in. Hopped off the porch and then I hopped inside the Porsche. Ayy, fuck being the side nigga, I'ma be the main course. Whip the rolls like a young nigga made. I ain't tryna die young, so I gotta ride with one. Stood 10 toes down in my Balenciaga. Ayy, he ran out on a nigga, that's a shot. Cold-hearted nigga with the block out. Gotta keep it on me, I wanna die young. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I'ma gon' post bail, just look at my wrist. Tell me why the legends always gotta die quick. Tryna get my bag, I had to go and make it happen. Me and my dogs, we was buzzing out them bandos. Count out them hundreds, then we throw it in the mattress. Wrap it in plastic and throw it in the attic. I be in the streets, nigga, I stand 10 toes. Any nigga in my situation would've been fold. We was trapping out the basement, made it back tenfold. Gotta stay out the way, that's why I'm always on the tenfold. We was fighting fed cases, remember I was 2-0. Nigga was fighting depression, sipping syrup, I was moving slow. I was down below, but still I always kept my head up. Nigga gotta get my bread up, I don't wanna die young. I ain't tryna die young, so I gotta ride with one. Stood 10 toes down in my Balenciaga. He ran out on a nigga, that's a shot. Cold-hearted nigga with the block out. Gotta keep it on me, I wanna die young. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I'ma gon' post bail, just look at my wrist. Tell me why the legends always gotta die. Yeah. Yeah. I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. Yeah. I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. Had to pray to Almighty God, they let my dog out the kennel. When you get it straight up out the mud, you can't imagine this shit. I've been pulling up in the drop tops with the baddest bitches. Young nigga been focused on my check. Got a new coupe wrapped around my neck. Tryna put the water on my potato. I got killers to the left of me.
We was lurking on her. Ain't show no mercy on her. We was going back to back. We put a curfew on her. It was dark clouds on us, but that was perfect for us. We know you always crash and burn, but it was working for us. Let my tent to V12, double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well. Millions off from retail, once again I prevail. Knew that shit was over from the day I dropped my pre-sale. Hold up, let the beat build. See me in the street still. I've been fighting battles up a steep hill. They gave my road dog 12, it was a sweet deal. And I've been riding solo trying to rebuild. Look.
I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. Had to pray to Almighty God, they let my dog out the kennel. When you get it straight up out the mud, you can't imagine this shit. I've been pulling up in the drop tops with the baddest bitches. Young nigga been focused on my check. Got a new coupe wrapped around my neck. Tryna put the water on my potato. I got killers to the left of me.
Yeah, look, under no condition would you ever catch me slipping. Motorcaded shooters plus the Maybach chauffeur driven. If they catch me with it, don't send me off to prison. Judge ain't sympathizing, court don't show forgiveness. Engine in the Lambo drowning out the music. Sip Dior with the flowers, 5 gold Cubans. Champagne while I shop, hope I splurge foolish. Closing escrow twice this month, both commercial units. Damn, I wish my nigga Fast was here. How you died 30-something after banging all them years? Grammy nominated, in the sign of shedding tears. All this money, power, fame, and I can't make you reappear. But I'll wipe them though. We just embrace the only life we know. If it was me, I'd tell you, nigga, live your life and grow. I tell you, finish where we started, reach them heights, you know. And gas the V12 to the pipe and smoke.
I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. Had to pray to Almighty God, they let my dog out the kennel. When you get it straight up by the mud, you can't imagine this shit. I've been pulling up in the drop tops with the baddest bitches. Young nigga been focused on my check. Got a new coupe wrapped around my neck. Tryna put the water on my potato. I got killers to the left of me.
Another $1 million bill, that's just some regular shit. See my granny on the jet, some shit I never forget. Next day we flew to Vegas with my Puma Connects. We break bread, we ain't new to success. Blade music and best. Enterprise, take lucrative steps. Cold game, but I knew it was chess. As a youth in the set, learn the game, you a student at best. But it's a couple things you can expect. Look, just like money, no money, niggas shooters respect. Other shooters, we was both, don't want my crew on your neck. I'm on the freeway in the drop, it got me losing my breath. I do the dash with the blues on the deck.
And we are back.
What up, what up?
What is good, y'all? All right, so
honestly,
I kind of want to get into I guess not to get too somber, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna bust out into tears or nothing. Yeah, maybe. No promises. But I kind of want to talk about my week, basically. Kind of my mind state. I've been dealing a little bit. I don't like to call it depression.
I feel that. I don't either.
You know, because I feel like that's giving it power. So I'll say I've been feeling down for the past couple of days because doing what we do, you know what I'm saying, as creatives, this takes so much out of you because you have to wonder. You can't even wonder, will I make it? That cannot even be a thought in your head, you know? Yeah. So like now, as I'm 25 right now, so now I got to start thinking about things like benefits and insurance, you know what I'm saying? Life insurance, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like life stuff, you know, we got to get my own house soon. Like it's a lot of things now it's about to crash on me. So now it's like, where do I take the time to pursue my business, but make sure that I'm good for life? You know what I'm saying? Yes. So I just want to get into what are y'all mind states just with your health and how do y'all feel about pursuing a career outside of the 9-to-5s, you know, industry type stuff? You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. It's absolutely maddening, like you said. And for most creators, I'm glad we're having this conversation because you get to those points. And it's crazy. We were talking earlier. We all sort of had this conversation this week. Like mine was last night with a friend. And she was just checking. She's like, how are you mentally? And we were talking about that. And it's when you're pursuing your passion, you drive yourself crazy. You literally drive yourself crazy. And, you know, most people have this idea of making it and for a destination. And it's absolutely maddening when you're going for something, growing up, trying to achieve something. But then as you get older, you realize there's no making it. Right. You can't stop at a certain point because there's always after you achieve something, there's always gonna be something else. And you're so driven and you're accomplishing things, but when you start accomplishing things, you're always gonna realize there's something else to accomplish. So there's no end point to it, and it will absolutely drive you mad. So I absolutely can understand where you're coming from with it's like, where do I take the time to focus on myself and where am I mentally to really evaluate myself and see who I am as a person? What are my values? What are my standards? What do I want to do with my life? Because I'm achieving so much.
And not just that, also are the moves I'm making the right moves? And not only are they the right moves, but am I going about it the right way?
Yes. Ooh, so to speak on that, it is a thing that for me personally, I went through a very, very dark time. Before I moved back home, I was just very in a bad place. And I moved back home for a part of the reason to get back to myself, to get to really take that time out to figure out who I am, what it is that I want to do, and how I want to be in life, and just all of that. And one thing about the questions you asked about, what steps to take and stuff, I read this book. Believe it or not, it was crazy. I was watching Steve Harvey, with my grandma, and he just, had a guy come in, and they were just talking. He had a book on there, and it's called Essentialism. It's by a guy called Greg McNone. Okay. And the book itself was really, really good. It was good to the point where, I feel like literally everybody in life should be an essentialist, when you read it. And the book, it talks to you about, those hard choices, making those hard decisions about deciding when is it time for me to stop trying to achieve something and trying to do this and try to, look back and reflect. Because most times you drive yourself crazy because you're always looking ahead. You're always looking for the next thing, but you don't even take time to reflect on what it is that you have done and realize what you've achieved and how much success you really have had. Because it's like, I bet you were going through this week looking now, like, I'm 25, like, I got to start thinking about life insurance and car insurance and my career and all this other stuff, but think about stuff that you have done. Like, you have a radio show with your friends. Like, that's big. Like, that, I don't know. I know 3 people with a radio show. 1, 2, and 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, that's something big. And it was like, when you start trying to think about your business and making those choices, it really be hard because, like, especially in this industry, especially being a creative, people always want your creativity in every possible medium they can get it. They always want your creativity any way they can get it. And you have to make those hard choices. Like, in reading the book, it tells you, like, you have to sit down. You have to just make that time. I don't care if you have to delete Twitter, delete Instagram, turn your phone off or whatever for the next 3 days just to sit down and reflect to yourself. But you have to make those hard choices. Like, you have to ask yourself those questions. Like, I do it all the time. Like, people ask me to come to events often, and I'm like, do I want to go to this event tonight? Like, no, I was out last night till 2. I'm tired. Like, yeah, it might be some good opportunities or some good things that was going on, but when you're starting to move forward in life, you're not looking for just good, you're looking for great. So when you're thinking about stuff that you want to do, you're trying to do the next thing, that next achievement might look good on your resume, but does it really make you that much greater? Because it's like, you have to kind of like hone in on what it is for real that you're trying to do. Like me, I know that I'm mainly trying to do music management and building platforms for my artists. So everything that I do is built on that. Yes. Being able to have a platform to be able to spread to artists, to be able to spread good music and to spread good love and just Atlanta culture in general. So anything that somebody asks me to do, no matter how good it sounds, if it doesn't involve me progressing forward to that goal, I have to decline it. It don't matter who is there, it don't matter what's going on. Like, they could be talking about we're doing this movie, we're doing this like TV show, and like everybody in the end gets $50. Oh, that's cool. I get a free tank of gas or whatever. Don't matter. Does that TV show help me become better at music management? Does it help me get my artist somewhere? 100%. Like, if it doesn't, then you got to move it out the way. And it's like, once you start realizing that, you will not believe how much time you have, because when you're only focusing on like the main things, like whatever it is that you believe in, family, yourself and work. Well, yourself, you kind of, people kind of mix. Some people put family first. I put family before myself, but yeah, and it's like when you start focusing on just those things, like, you'll be amazed at how much free time comes up, because you're not worried about when somebody comes to you with something, when you sit down and you take them just those 2 seconds to think about, should I do this? And you can't come up with anything in your mind instantly to be like, yes, then it's a no. Like, if it's not something, if you don't feel anything, if you have to scrounge for a benefit, it's a no. Like, as like, well, if I do this, and I might be able to connect with a producer or engineer here. That may be. It's not a guarantee. Just move on, because it's gonna stress you out. It's gonna make you go crazy, and it's just gonna bring you down. And it's not something that is helpful in the creative process. It's not helpful in a creative. It's not helpful in any spirit, but a creative spirit, it hurts the most, because when you get to that negativity, like, creativity for us, like, that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us moving.
So here's the thing: the conversation I had recently. Because the creativity, I think we got that down pat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got that. The hard part when it gets into it is the financial state of it all. Just having enough money to keep funding yourself and to keep living. You know what I'm saying? That's the conversation I was having. And then I think that's where the deep down the pain hurt kind of comes from.
That's the reality.
Sel actually has some really good points.
With that, the financial aspect, I'm gonna address that first, right? It's important to fund yourself. Like, you gotta be in a secure state of mind. A lot of people think that art comes from badness. Like, when you're going through a lot of craziness. When you're going through a lot of craziness, people feel like that's where art really comes from. I really feel like it comes from being at a place not of content, but where you're able to manage those emotions properly. Like, and if you're gonna do something, you gotta invest in it. You gotta invest in it properly. If you don't have no money, your dream is laughable. Like, for real. I'm just being honest. Like, you can really sit there and say, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. If you don't have no money to fund it, I'm gonna laugh at you a little bit, because you don't know what's going on. Like, you don't really understand what's really ahead of you. What you were saying, like, like, it's like if you don't have that undeniable feeling of yes, then it's a no. I feel like it's kind of strict on like where you're headed to. Like, you know, like you have to broaden. Focusing is not narrowing; it's broadening your scope.
Yeah, no, like that's definitely true. Like if you once you read the book, like it definitely says like as far as like, being an essentialist is one of those things of like you open the door, you think of every possible opportunity. You look at them all, like you look at every single possibility opportunity that comes through. But it becomes like your horizon does broaden, but it's the fact of the narrowing only comes in when you decide what it is for real, because it's like, you know, and being in like most industries like this, you can get into a lot of different things. You can do pretty much anything you want. A lot of people, they want to be like, they want to sing, they want to produce, they want to rap, they want to be all of that. But it's like, you know, how effectively good are you at all of those things? Just because you can do them all doesn't mean, just because you can do them all doesn't mean that you should do them all. It's like, you know, for me, I can produce. I'm really good at it. But it's not like what I want to do. It's not like it's not my greatest thing. It's not what I'm like. There are definitely people who are way better at it than me. So I do something else. It's like I'm decent at it, but it's like.
So you found the route that makes you happy creatively and financially.
Mm-hmm. But it's like you really have. But I'm saying like it's really about those like hard choices and hard questions, because like a lot of things, a lot of people don't realize, especially like for people who are not just like on the business side, like for people who are engineers or something like that. One of the hardest things is like artists never want to pay you your worth. Artists never, like people don't want to ever, they don't ever want to pay for compositions, right? Like they don't ever want to pay out full price. They never want to pay you your worth. And like the thing about that is like, as much as that becomes as frustrating that can be, is like it really kind of helps with that, because you just got to just tell somebody no. Like the people who are willing to pay for you, like they're gonna come. They're gonna come. You might have to go through 20 no's to get that, but the people who are willing to pay for you are the right people to have in the first place.
So I'm actually glad you said that. So this is where it gets interesting. You're going to get a lot of no's in this.
Definitely.
There's going to be a lot more no's than yeses.
Love the no.
All right.
Love the no.
And I feel like we live in a society where we act like we're all super people, but the no's don't bother us. You know
no,
what
they
I'm
saying? Do. They're supposed to.
Right. So when we get discouraged, because it happens to everybody, and this is where I kind of want to get into, because everybody gets discouraged, but I also want to make an open conversation and just find ways. How do y'all handle when y'all feel like it's not happening, it's not working out? How do y'all get back on the right side of the track to keep going?
I'm glad you brought that up, because my saving grace for that was I detoured from music. Maybe like 3 years ago, and I joined a marketing firm because I reached a point in my career where I needed marketing, and I got into marketing. I loved it. I joined a marketing firm because I needed money too, and it was a job.
Right.
And we did sales. I did sales management, and I literally had to get comfortable with hearing no, because when you're trying to sell to people, you will get more no's than you could possibly imagine. People will talk crazy to you.
Crazy.
And literally hurt your feelings, that you'll take it personal. And I did this for 3 years, separated from music, because I just needed money and I wanted to learn how to sell myself and sell to other people. And getting comfortable with hearing no was one of the hardest but the best things I've ever, because when you ask that question, there was a part of me that wanted to be like, it kind of does still hurt, but it doesn't anymore. Because I literally got used to hearing no. I wanted to hear no, because guess what? Every one of those no's led to that one yes. And that one yes was always worth it. Because remember, you have your vision and you have the direction you want to go into. So the more and more I get used to hearing no, and I look for those no's. Because again, why would I want to hear yes all the time? That's impossible. We don't live in that world. So if you get used to hearing that no, just like you get used to people being crazy outside, you know you're going to look online, you might see a crazy story about it. Get numb to it. Because then at the end of the day, you're always going to hit that one yes, and that one yes makes all those no's worth it. Get comfortable.
For me, before I honestly don't even think I'm still necessarily numb to it. But for me beforehand, for me, my best thing was a support group. Like I had it's such a weird word to say. I always mess it up. Accountability buddy.
Ma'am.
That's what it is. That was me. Like I had to have like my rock. I had to have a place like when I hit rock bottom, like there had to be something that was right there, and it was always my friends. Like my friends, you know, were always like, I am one of those people. I will get over it. It might hurt my feelings, but I will get over it. But for me, it's just like a release, like a let out. Like when I'm very discouraged, like my friends know me. Like I will keep everything to me. Like I won't let nobody know my problems. But it'll get to a point where it's just like I'm just like balling it up, and I just can't anymore. And it's like I really was bad with it, like very. So it got to a point where like no matter how big or how small it was, I would always just release it. My friends would always listen, like because they knew what I was going through, and they would always be like, I'm always here, and I will always listen. And I think for anybody, that's extremely important to always have a good foundation. That's like when we were just talking about beforehand, like a lot of people who get to that point when they're trying to achieve, they start forgetting about those people that were there for them when they weren't achieving. And it's like when it doesn't matter, you can get numb to the no's all you want to. It's gonna be a point where one of those no's, like you wanted that no, like you wanted that yes, and you gotta know, and it's gonna hurt, and you're not gonna know what to do. But it's like, for me, I always know I have them I can fall back on. I can sit there, I can curse, scream, shout, cry, punch a wall, whatever it is I need to do to get that release, and they will let me. And then they all, and like, you know, they always be like, now what you gonna do next? What you gonna do next? Like, okay, so that happened. Did it kill you? No. All it did was hurt your feelings. Like, it was like, what you gonna do next? And it was like, to hear that was like one of those things. It was like, you know, once again, let me quote the GOAT. He told me, he was like, you can do pretty much anything you put your mind to. Like, everything is mental. Like, if something hurts your feelings, is because you thinking that you letting it hurt your feelings. Like, if you think to yourself it don't hurt, it don't. Now, it might still sting for a while, but if you just keep saying to yourself, like, it wasn't that bad, it didn't hurt that bad, it goes away. It does, and it does stop hurting, and it does help you get numb. But it's like, if you're not always to that point, if like a lot of times, if you're not to have that mental power, because I definitely did not always have that mental power to be able to do that. It was always nice for me to have someone or something, like, you know, just to comfort me, to make me know, like, okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And like, even if you gotta just say that to yourself in the mirror, like wake up in the morning, you know, wash your face, slap yourself, it's gonna be okay.
Affirmation.
Yeah, and I guess at the end of the day, it is just taking a step at a time, taking a day at a time.
Definitely.
You know, I think I like both y'all methods. It's very, y'all are two very smart people, and I love that. You know.
But it's real. I'm glad you brought that up though, because you even having the courage to bring it up and then bring it on the show. That's big to me. That's inspirational.
Because a lot of people definitely don't have that courage. I know I didn't. Like I'm telling you, like, if I could bring my friends up here, they will let you know, like, you could see it. You could see it in my face. You could see it in everything in me, that I was just hurting on the inside. And it was like, nobody ever wanted to say anything. They didn't know what to say, because it was like, I didn't want to say anything. But it was like, you know, when the floodgates opened, and it was like, yeah, and it was like, but once it was gone, though, like once everything was released, it was like,
you feel better.
Yeah, and it's like, you can't allow, even like, you know, because once you let all holding stuff in, even the little stuff, that's what makes it worse. It'll be the little stuff that makes it so much worse. Like
that's my trigger. When I know the small things are bothering me, that's when I know.
Yeah, like, and you can't let yourself get to that point. Like when you noticing, like when something is bothering you, you gotta say. I don't say stuff like when I'm angry. I don't talk when I'm angry. Like I don't like to. If I'm upset with someone, I don't like to curse and all that. I really try not to. Like if I'm upset, please, like, don't bother me. But like once I feel that I'm calm enough, like I will still be upset or hurt, but I'm calm enough and sensible enough to speak to you like we're two human beings. Like I need to have it stated, like this bothered me, and it's like because of X, Y, and Z or whatever it may be in any situation. Like no matter if it's somebody I'm working with, if it's somebody like in my personal life, it needs to be known, because if you hold on to it, that discouragement, that negativity is just gonna build, and like you're just gonna start attracting it. And that's where the little things start to bother you. Like when big things become bothering you and you start getting negative, you just start attracting negative energy. And so then it's like, man, even the dude that just, you know, he ain't even cut you off on the street. Like he just kind of got over in front of you in the lane, and he had probably 3 car lengths of space, but you pissed about it because it's like, why that nigga get in front of me?
Well, on that, what are some things, you know, since we're talking about it as creatives and as entrepreneurs, are getting to y'all, or what has gotten to y'all that really triggered this? Can y'all think of anything that, you know?
For me, it's always just the real realization. You know what I'm trying to say,
the
right?
realization.
Yeah, of life. You know what I'm saying? Because doing this, doing this, I literally have to create basically my own world, and I have to take the world into mine.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that I can see this to be impossible. Yeah. But then when real life comes and it hits you, like, yeah, you can think of this world, but you still gotta deal with this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna affect you. You know what I mean? You know, like you're getting older, and not because. And the older thing is not the fact that it's going to be too late, but you literally you feel things. Your body starts. You're not waking up as spry as you used to. You know what I'm saying? Things start to hurt. You know what I'm saying? So you realize you need certain things. You know, like I damn near hit my knee on the stair the other day, and it's still healing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I understand that I'm going to need things such as health insurance. You know what I'm saying? Things that I used to just be like, I can worry about it later.
But it's here now.
But it's here now.
Yeah.
So coming into the realization, you know what I'm trying to say, of those things, that is what always wakes me up. I can deal with the no's. I can deal with rejection. I can deal with starting low and building up. But when the real life stuff starts coming at me, that's when I got to take a step back and breathe. Stop the anxiety attacks. That's what gets me.
Yeah, that's definitely everybody. Like I know for me, one of the biggest things about like with stuff that concerns me a lot, like when I first started doing stuff like this, when I became Sensei Jimmy, I put Jimmy down because I didn't want people to know I was a girl.
Really?
Yeah, I did not I wanted to be a DJ, so I would send my mixes to like, teen clubs and stuff like that, but I wouldn't want people to know I was a girl. Like I'm some 15-year-old girl. Like I didn't want people to know that because it's like for me, I'm always feeling like I know people are always talking, about this stuff, especially with women in the entertainment business. But for me, that is like one of my real big fears. Like I have been sexually assaulted. I've been sexually attacked before, numerous times, honestly. And it's like one of the last times it happened to me, it frightened me to death. It still does to this day. Like sometimes still have nightmares about it. But it's like I'm always having to be in those situations. Like I get put in like situations. I get in myself in a room because people always think I'm pretty. And that, honestly, I'm not a people person. That frightens me more than anything. Like, a lot of people who know me personally are very shocked about stuff that I do now because me being pretty is the thing that always gets me in the room. But it's like, that's not why I'm trying to be in the room. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, a lot of times, people don't ever want to see me for anything other than that. Like, that's why it's so annoying to women, like, when you're trying to work with an artist or you're trying to work with somebody, you're trying to tell them about, this idea that you have, you're trying to collab with them, and all they want to do is worry about if they can get in your pants or not. And it's like, I'm so much more than that. And it's like, you hear those stories and you hear all the crazy things that happen to women, but then like there are times that I'm really like in those situations. Like I'm really in a room, like even at my event, you know what I'm saying? Like I was in the room, like my guy, shout out to him. He came up, the DJ, he had to come up to me because there was a guy like follow me around all night.
Oh shit.
Just following me around all night, and it was just like you evidently clearly see that I did not, like they had to remove him from, like he was drunk. They just had to remove him from the place because it was just like I had caught his attention and I had kept it, and he was going to ensure that I got his. And it was just like, I don't know what it was. He could have just been wanting to come up and say hi and tell me that I'm pretty, but the way he had came to me about it was frightening. And and it's like I think about stuff like that, and I'm like, I'll be out in the city a lot, and it's like I'm usually by myself. Like going to someplace, I'm usually showing up by myself, and it's like I have to have somebody, like I FaceTime my friends when I'm walking to the car or something like that, because I'm like, I don't want anything crazy happen to me. And I'm like, to be in this business, I know that's something that I have to deal with, but I'm like, I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to deal with the fact of like, well, yeah, some dude's probably going to try to like hit on me or something like that. Like, thank goodness since I've been here, no one's tried to like grope me or anything, but the fact that that's even a possibility is scary. And it's like, it's enough sometimes, like when I know I'm going somewhere and it's going to be like, a room full of guys, like I don't know if any female's going to be there. A lot of times, like it's very scary for me to even want to go. Like, I don't even think I want to go do this event. And it's like, I'm just going to have to take that no, because that's terrible.
Oh, what's good, sir?
I think possibly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you for the applause. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no sexual harassment.
You know.
All right, yeah.
Yay.
We still can
Standing
hear you.
Standing up.
All right.
I was just gonna say you probably need to get that gun, but it was supposed to be the gun sound and everything.
Oh yeah.
Get the strap.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you was applauding her.
Well, it's all
for
good. I'm
avoiding
gonna have
the
security coming up, so I'm gonna get me a security guard. You know what I'm saying?
I applaud you for mentioning that because a lot of dudes need to really get up on game about that. Because again, when I talk to women in the industry, that is like the number one thing they always mention is like how guys can never just approach them business. It always has to be something sexual involved with it. You always have to mention, oh, you look good, blah, blah, blah. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even necessary. And
If y'all don't mind, I want to hold this conversation. I want to get this for next week because this goes deep, and I really want to talk about this. Yeah. It's really interesting. So yeah, yo, we gonna be right back right here in Creative HQ. We're gonna liven it back up. You know what I'm saying? Because we got really deep, but that's what we do. We make sure y'all feel
it's a beautiful
what we feel. You know what I'm saying? Like
we
this
real people out here, bro.
Hey, keep
y'all are
too.
too.
Headphone down a little bit.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yo, it's all love. Y'all will be right back right here in Creative HQ. I'll be your next. Hey.
How much money you got? 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 A lot. How much money you got? A lot. How many problems you got? A lot. How many people done doubted you? A lot. Left you out to rot? A lot. How many pray that you flop? A lot. How many lawyers you got? A lot. How many times you got shot? A lot. How many niggas you shot? A lot. How many times did you ride? A lot. How many niggas done died? A lot. How many times did you cheat? A lot. How many times did you lie? A lot. How many times did she leave? A lot. How many times did she cry? A lot. How many chances she done gave you? Fuck around with these thoughts. Every day that I'm alive, I'ma ride with this stick. I'd rather be broke in jail than be dead and rich. Told my brothers take my breath if I turn to a snitch. But I'm 21 for L, ain't no way I'ma switch. Penitential chances just to make a couple bucks. My heart so cold I could put it in my cup. Game versus the world, me and my dog, it was us. Then you went and wrote a statement and that really fucked me up. My brother lost his life and it turned me to a beast. My brother got life and it turned me to the streets. I've been through the storm and it turned me to a G. But the other side was sunny, I get paid to rap on beats. How much money you got? A lot. How many problems you got? A lot. How many people done doubted you? A lot. Left you out to rot? A lot. How many pray that you flop? A lot. How many lawyers you got? A lot. How many times you got shot? A lot. How many niggas you shot? A lot. How many times did you ride? A lot. How many niggas done died? A lot. How many times did you cheat? A lot. How many times did you lie? A lot. How many times did she leave? A lot. How many times did she cry? A lot. How many chances she done gave you? Fuck around with these thoughts. A lot.
Yeah. I just came from the A. I drove back home. 6-hour drive, 6.5. Before I left, I stopped by and seen my nigga 21 in the studio. He had 2 of his kids with him right in the studio. That's when I knew. Stand up nigga, I love seeing shit like that. Question. How many faking they streams? Getting they plays from machines. I can see behind the smoking mirrors, niggas ain't really big as they seem. I never say anything. Everybody got their thing. Some niggas make millions, other niggas make memes. I'm on a money routine. I don't want smoke, I want cream. I don't want no more comparisons. This is a marathon, and I'm aware I've been playing a bet from a lack of promotions. I never was one for the bragging and boasting. I guess I was hoping the music would speak for itself, but the people want everything else. Okay, no problem, I show up on every one album. You know what the outcome will be. I'm betting 1,000. It's got to the point that these rappers don't even like rapping with me. Fuck it, come my nigga 21 Savage just hit me and told me he sent me a spot on a new record he got. He called it a lie. I open my book and I jot. Paper Takashi, they wanting a rap. I picture him inside a cell on a cot, reflecting on how he made it to the top, wondering if it was worth it or not. I pray for my kill cause they fucked up his shot. Just want you to know that you got it, my nigga. Though I never met you, I know that you special and that the Lord bless you. Don't doubt it, my nigga. Dennis Smith Jr., stay solid, my nigga. I'm on a tangent, not how I planned it. I had some fans that hopped in a band this shit when they thought that I wasn't gon' pan. Now I got a plan. They say the success is the greater revenge. Tell all your friends, call on a mission, submitting the spot is the greatest that did it before it all ends, nigga.
How much money you got? A lot. How many problems you got? A lot. How many people done doubted you? A lot. Left you out to rot? A lot. How many pray that you flop? A lot. How many lawyers you got? A lot. How many times you got shot? A lot. How many niggas you shot? A lot. How many times did you ride? A lot. How many niggas done died? A lot. How many times did you cheat? A lot. How many times did you lie? A lot. How many times did she leave? A lot. How many times did she cry? A lot. How many chances she done gave you? Fuck around with these thoughts. A lot.
Niggas been counting me out. I'm counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips. I'm writing down names, I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice and I'm getting them hit. The real ones been dying, the fake ones is lit. The game is off balance, I'm back on my shit. The Bentley is dirty, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it. You all on my dick, I'm all in my bag, as hard as it get. I do not snort powder, I might take a sip. I might hit the blunt, but I'm liable to trip. I ain't popping no pill, but you do as you wish. I roll with some fiends, I love them to death. I got a few mil, but not all of them rich. What good is the bread if my niggas is broke? What good is first class if my niggas can't sit? That's my next mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my niggas more chips. Just put the rollie right back on my wrist. This watch came from Drizzy, he gave me a gift. Back when the rap game was praying like this. They act like two legends cannot coexist. But I never beef with a nigga for nothing. If I smoke a rapper, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clout, it won't be for fame. It won't be cause my shit ain't selling the same. It won't be to sell you my latest little sneakers. It won't be cause some niggas slid in my lane. Everything grows, it's destined to change. I love you little niggas, I'm glad that you came. I hope that you scrape every dollar you came. I hope you know money won't erase the pain. To the OGs, I'm thanking you now. Was watching you when you was paving the ground. I copied your cadence, I mirrored your style. I studied the greats, I'm the greatest right now. Fuck if you feel me, you ain't got a choice. I ain't do no promo, still made all that noise. The shit gon' be different, I set my intentions. I promise to slap all that hate out your voice. Niggas been counting me out, I'm counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips, I'm writing down names, I'm making a list, I'm checking it twice and I'm getting them hit. The real ones been dying, the fake ones is lit, the game is off balance, I'm back on my shit. The Bentley is dirty, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it, you all on my dick. I just poured something in my cup, I've been wanting something I can feel. Promise I am never letting up. Money in your palm don't make you real. Foot is on their neck, I got them stuck. I'ma give them something they can feel. If it ain't about the squad, don't give a fuck. Pistol in your hand, don't make in the middle of two generations. I'm little bro and big bro all at once. Just left the lab with young 21 Savage. I'm about to go on me, jigger for lunch. Had a long talk with a young nigga Kodak. Reminded me of young niggas from Ville. Straight out the projects, no faking, just honest. I wish that he had more guidance for real. Too many niggas in cycle of jail, spending their birthdays inside of a cell. We coming from a long bloodline of trauma. We raised by our mamas, Lord, we gotta heal. We hurting our sisters, the babies as well. We killing our brothers, they poison the well. Distorted self-image, we settle to fail. I'ma make sure that the real gon' prevail, nigga. I just poured something in my cup. I've been wanting something I can feel. Promise I am never letting up. Money in your palm don't make you real. Foot is on their neck, I got them stuck. I'ma give them something they can feel. If it ain't about the squad, don't give a fuck. Pistol in your hand don't make you real. Pistol in your hand don't make you real. Money in your palm don't make you real.
Yeah.
Weezy out of here.
Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Foreign shit running on diesel, dawg. Playing with my name, that shit is lethal, dawg. Who you see? What? Don Corleone. Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like they know me, dawg. Don't just say it down, you gotta show me what you gotta do. Bring the clip back empty. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a 10-piece, dawg. There ain't nothing, I'm just being friendly, dawg. It's just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball, but I'll show you how the fuck you gotta do it. If you really wanna ball till you fall when you're back against the wall. And a bunch of niggas need you to go away. Still going bad on them anyway. Saw you last night, but did it all day. Yeah, a lot of murk caught me in a hard way. But got a sticky and I keep it at my dog's place. Girl, I left you love it magic, not all shade. Still going bad on you anyway.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back is getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me.
Put some bins all on your head like Jason Terry. Whoa. Richard Millie cuss a Lambo. Known to keep the baddest bitches on commando. Every time I'm in my trap, I move like Rambo. Ain't a neighborhood in Philly that I can't go. For real. She said, oh, you rich. Bitch, I graduated, call me Big Fish. I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. That's the only thing I want for Christmas. I been had my way out here, yeah, no, that's facts. You ain't living that shit you said, yeah, we know that's cat. You ain't got the ass in when you see me, know I'm straight. DTOVO, we back again, we going back.
Just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball, but I show you.
And we are back.
Hey.
And we're gonna go into it. This is Rules of. So
before we get to that, can we talk about the fact that you really did not know the words to that song? You was just like,
yeah, it was a Chance the Rapper did.
I don't really listen to Chance.
You don't really...
All right, and Rules of.
We're gonna
Thank
do...
you, Sel. That nigga dope, though. He dope.
We'll talk about that next week.
Once again, to explain to
I don't
people...
respect no rapper talk about a coloring book.
Don't do my man Chance.
Coloring book is a classic. We're not. This is.
Whoa,
not
pause. Flag. No, I didn't.
Coloring book.
We would not say classic.
It's a classic.
Classic. Oh, another topic. Using the word classic.
We will talk about that next week. Cause what really makes an album?
All right, we'll
classic?
talk about that too. We're going to talk about classic. I'm glad you said next week because I'm gonna have evidence.
That nigga said what?
I'm gonna give you time to prepare because that shit not no classic.
I will debate the hell out of you. That's fine. All right. Rules of basically is a game where I'm gonna set down a list from 1 to 10, if we even get to 10, saying what would you do in a situation.
Let's go.
Of which is today the rules of game number 1. What is your go-to line? Who wants to go first?
Like go-to line for what?
For like you're talking to you're talking to a guy. You know what I'm saying? You're incorporating it. You know what I'm saying? You're going for it. What is your go-to line?
Yo, bitch, call me master.
Yes. I love it.
Whoa, no, wait a minute. No. Rocka, please. What is yours?
I swear I love it. My go-to line to start conversation. What's the first artist or song that comes to mind?
What?
What is the first artist or song that comes to mind?
That's your go-to line for spin game?
I have to know what type of music you rock with, because if you say something wild, that's cool.
Rock, we're gonna come back to you. Your bitch call me master. What is that? What is up with that? Why?
You heard what she said.
Honestly, believe it or not, I really just. I mean, first off, that's like a thing that I say to people all the time. Like, I really.
What is their reaction? That's what I really want to know.
Honestly, I actually don't really say it to like pick people up because I really don't even try to. Usually, I honestly do it at like dudes who be trying to come and holler at me, but like they be broke. Like, it just be kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Or they just really don't become my thing. And it just be like, you know, especially when they try to be flaunting, like, I'm supposed to be trying to, like, I should be paying attention to them. I'm like,
So
boy,
she
hush.
like,
Your
yo,
bitch call me master.
Yo, hoe call me daddy.
Like, what you mean?
Yo,
you
hoe
do
call
too,
me
but I ain't
daddy.
trying to be disrespectful. Call you know, no bitch nothing. But you call me master, so back up.
Rocker, how are you reacting to your bitch called me master?
I mean, go ahead, do what it do. Go ahead, do what it do, my nigga.
That was not the person to ask.
Yo, hoe, call me daddy. Oh, I hit her. Well, ma'am, I was not aware.
I didn't know.
Most times they really normally honestly be upset because I don't know, I guess because the way that I say it, because I mean, you know, I'm already small, but I gotta like buff up a little bit. Like, yo,
You
bitch,
went
call me
after
master.
that girl.
You know what I'm saying? And why you got one talking to me? That's the problem. Like, when they get offended by that, like, no, she don't. Why does she exist?
Why does she exist?
Exactly. So, bye-bye.
Oh, setup.
That's a
All right.
setup. That's some
Mine
slick.
works 100% of the time.
What you got?
Y'all ready for this? Hurry up, baby. Give me your number before I don't want it no more.
Boy, if you said that to me, I laugh at you so hard.
Huh? Maybe I said it too quickly. I'm going to say, hurry up, baby. Give me a number before I don't want it no more.
Why did you want it in the first place?
Sell.
What? Sell, it's not funny.
What's up?
What's up?
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I had something like that, you know.
Right, yeah, now we getting into it, Rocker.
But I didn't say all that.
It was too many words?
Yeah, I just handled my phone.
Oh, no, I hate that. I can't
You like
stand
mine
that.
better?
No, I don't like that one better. But
Oh.
I can't stand when no dude come up to you with their phone. Like he come up to you like this with his phone or something like that. Like, what you mean? Like you don't know? I don't know your name. I don't know nothing about you. Like you don't even know if I got a boyfriend or like that. You just came up to me like.
Exactly.
That's how I be asking for dance.
Exactly.
I
did it straight like that. Just boop.
Everybody that did that to me, I gave them a fake number.
Really?
Or if
okay, what happened to the fake number?
I ain't never got a fake number in my life.
Y'all remember them numbers that the rejection hotline numbers you can send people?
No. Wow, you was cold with it.
No, man, I never had the number, but like I remember my homegirl told me about that. Like she was like, yeah, I give this dude this rejection hotline number. It's like if you've called this number, you have just been rejected.
You know you really hurt a nigga feelings giving him that rejection. He has to listen to it, and you know he there listening.
I think
to
it only hurts your feelings if it happens 3 times.
Nigga.
If you don't recognize that number by then, like, yo, 3 different girls have given me this number.
The same number, yeah.
Like, at
if
that
you
point,
get one, you took the ultimate L.
I'm gonna reverse it. I'm gonna start giving girls that number. All right,
I don't even know if that really exists. They used to have a Santa Claus one and everything, but that was so funny when I found that out. Like, I was like, that's a number for that. But no, I hate when people be like I hate when dudes try to come and hit on a girl and like they don't want to, like at least make some conversation. Even if you just gonna say, hey, don't just.
That's what I mean.
You said, hey, okay.
Like, you know, just
no.
Like that, yeah.
You're right. I did that towards the end of the conversation, but I'm not asking you for your number.
By the way,
not
hey
ask you
is
for your number.
Hey is not an intro. Hey is not the first thing. Hey is to be like, I am a human being. Then you say the game, the word, the thing that's.
But I'm saying like no, I'm saying there are dudes that be just like passing on their phone. They be like, hey yo ma.
I like that one.
I'm saying like we would connect. And towards the end of the conversation, I'm not gonna be like, so can I have?
Okay, see now that's different. Like if y'all were talking and then you know like y'all just having good convo and then you was just like.
But I'm not asking you for your number, so I just hand you my phone.
That's different. See now in that case, if I enjoyed the conversation with you, then yeah, you know definitely, you know I can't do that anymore with people because I'm trying to be professional and like I have to hand people my Instagram because I cannot give dudes my number no more because they be thinking that's like some. Yeah, you know what's up, shorty? Where you trying to go out to eat? No.
Yeah,
he like I bagged it. I got the number.
You know what I'm saying?
On the real, I start asking for Instagrams. Let me ask my issue. Number 2. Number 2. Oh boy. Hey, what is number 2? Number 2. What is the wrong time spit game?
The wrong time.
The wrong time.
In a professional setting.
Say it again.
If we are somewhere at a networking event,
she going off.
If we at a networking event, if the event says creatives, artists, whatever, blah blah blah, come out and network. Everybody listening, you go and hit. If I catch you hitting on a female, I'ma hit you in the knee. I cannot stand that. That is the worst.
She gonna bring out the baseball
bat. That is the worst time to hit on somebody. Like most other places, you know what I'm saying, you at the bar, you know what I'm saying? Even if y'all are just at the event enjoying music together. But when you are doing something professional, or even if y'all not, even if the person talking to you starts talking business, you know what I'm saying? Like in this type of industry, I don't care how cute you may think they are. I don't care if you just outrageously horny for them. If they start talking about business, do not start trying to make it anything more than that because that's not what this conversation is about. Obviously, that's not what they want from you in general. So, like, that right there, I feel like is a rejection that goes for men and women. Like, if someone comes up to you talking professionally, keep it professional.
Please. All right, so the business. Rocker, what's up?
Same. That's
business?
Like most other times, like casual outings, like if you in the grocery store, hit on shorty, you know what I'm saying? Hit over there while she over there picking out her eggs and cheese or whatever.
Nah.
But like, what? You crazy?
Nigga, I'm shopping.
I be out
Artists would like to
snacks.
say he can professionally hit on anybody.
Who? I believe it. That's a smooth nigga right over there.
Guy.
That's a smooth nigga.
He got suspenders on.
To be fair, he's a cheat. He's cheating. Cause he's doing photography.
Adrian, a smooth nigga. He'll be like, let me snap a picture of you real quick.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of different. Oh my god. Wrong place to hit on
business.
Don't hit on me in front of my family. I think that is the wrong time for me. If I'm in front of my, what do you mean no?
Bro,
yeah.
They gonna have to come out of family. I mean, I don't know. Kids, yeah. If you got kids, I'm like, that's
forget
a little
them
weird.
kids, man.
But like, if I had my sister or my brother or something, like,
okay, you know what?
Work.
I got another one. Don't hit on me if I'm on a date.
What? Who does that?
It happens.
That happens.
It happens.
That happens.
It's almost like a turn on for them. Like some women, like they like that shit. They see you on a date, and they especially in a bar, that's when they want to catch your attention.
You know what's crazy? So it was so funny. I went out to a bar. One of my guy friends. Boy, it was so hilarious. We sitting there. We just in there watching the game. And like, bro, this girl was eyeing him. Like I literally got up and walked off because it was just like I ain't with bro. Like I don't want bro like that. So I had to walk off. And you know that does make sense because when I went to the bathroom, I came back like she was at our table like talking to him, and I was like, that's wild. Like she had no idea. Like he said the first question she asked was I his girlfriend? So I was like, so you thought I was his girlfriend and you waited till I went to go pee to go talk to my so-called man? Girl would have came back and beat you up.
She was young Aisha.
What the hell does that mean, Rocker?
Sharkeisha.
Don't
do it to her, Sharkeisha.
Oh my God. Number 3. Where are the best places to spit game? Best places.
The best places. Really, I think live music events are because I mean, like, you know, any type of place really where you are out enjoying your hobbies. You know, a lot of y'all need some hobbies, but people who are enjoying, you know what I'm saying, like places where you enjoy your hobbies at, because I'm saying like the people who are there obviously have the same interest as you. So that is a good start for someone to hit on. Like if you're at a baseball game, you know what I'm saying, you see some chick, she cute, y'all both grabbing the same kind of beer. Yeah, cool. But you know, at the same time though, if you know y'all are at like, you know, some baseball uniform conference where y'all are trying to talk about the new, you know, Braves baseball jerseys or whatever, not a time to hit on the woman.
Go ahead.
But y'all still got the same interest though. If y'all there on business,
but it's
y'all
on
still
professional.
got the,
it's professional. Professional.
Hey, man.
You could talk. You could do it. You could do it after the fact. You could be like, you know, you could mention in that setting. Like it's okay in that setting to mention like, hey, you know, like take my number now. You know, I'm going to kind of get to know you outside of a business aspect. But I'm saying when we're talking business, like when we're talking business, don't try to hit on nobody when you talking business with them. Like
you blur the line.
You know what I'm saying? Because like at this point, we're already trying to establish something.
What's good?
See, that's why passing the phone is a great move.
Oh my God, no, it is not. Y'all need to stop.
My nigga.
From a woman's perspective, that is not a good move. I don't know what y'all be talking about to yourselves. Like, maybe like, oh yeah, I gave her the phone. You know, no.
Nah, it's a great.
No.
That's so cheesy to me asking for a number when I already know we connected this whole conversation and we obviously want to continue the conversation. I'm not gonna ask you for that number. I can't. That's weird to me. Like, can I have your number, please?
Can I have your number, please?
Corny.
Pretty please.
He gonna say it like a whack nigga.
Yeah.
Say like some.
No.
Can I have your number, please?
Tell me the smoothest way. Tell me the smoothest way to ask for a number.
I already said it.
There is.
Hurry, baby, give me number before I don't want to know more.
That's it. I promise you, if you tell me right now, I'll implement it for the future.
One of the smoothest ways to ask for a number, business cards. Business cards.
That's confusing.
That's not confusing because it depends on where you are. Because I'm saying like when you're out.
Oh damn!
Come over here, come on.
How is? All right, so what's the separation between business if you're saying don't flirt with
No,
business,
because I'm saying like
business cards?
No, because I'm saying like this. I had this girl hit on me for real. I was just out in the bar. Like we were just out just talking, and like she was just like really hitting it off with me. And like she had a business. Like, it wasn't like a professional, like her business or whatever. It was just like one with like her social media and her number. She said, and it said on there, "Hey, I think you're cute. Give me a call." That was the smoothest thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Oh, she said that. Oh.
Yeah, like the card did. Like she had a card for the fact that when she talked to people that she enjoyed, that she, instead of you asking for my number or anything like that, that's what I'm saying. He trying to come bust up in here on me or something. I'm about to say what? We already talked about it.
It wouldn't make no sense.
Look,
but I'm saying,
but she answered the question. There's no way to ask for it smooth.
Exactly.
No, she didn't ask for it. She did not vocally request
That's what I'm saying.
number.
Like the smoothest way about that, it was just like, yo, shorty, like she like slid me her number like on a card. It was like, yo, that's wild. That's
wild. Are y'all missing this one? No, it's not Swift.
I gotta invest in business cards.
Do you know who it's smooth for? Women. It's only smooth for girls.
No, I mean, a dude has done that to me too. A dude has given me his business. I ain't using. Yeah,
you say it again.
I didn't use it. I was not interested in him. Like if it was a dude that I was interested, maybe, but I was not interested in him, so it didn't even matter. Like. It didn't even matter. Like it didn't matter regardless of the situation. Like I wasn't trying to get it, buddy.
Why'd you take the card?
I didn't actually.
Oh wow!
She just slid it off.
Man, slid it in the
you curved a card. That's cold.
I didn't.
That's cold.
Goddamn.
But I mean, I've had it happen to me numerous times. Like people, they have like I don't know. I don't want to say. I mean, they're business cards, but they're personal, and they have like like their Instagram and like their social media and like their personal phone number on it. Like that's happened to me a lot. I got a bunch of them. Like now, how many of them I've used?
If I
But
get
had- when
curved
it first
through a
happened, I'm
business
cool.
card, I'm listening to Maxwell all night, and it's gonna hurt.
What? Wait, say it again.
While you playing the whole time, them old school jams got the best lines you ever heard.
If I get curved by a business card or through a business card, I'm listening to Maxwell the whole
Oh,
night.
okay then. I was gonna be like, what?
That's
Yeah. If somebody goes, no,
That's
thank you.
the lowest
nuts.
of the low.
Yeah, yo. Somebody.
Oh no, that's not what I
punches your
did. What
business
happened
card
was
away.
this: he
Yeah.
gave it to me, and then I used it as I had it in my hand, then I slid under my drink.
Split the mayo in the.
No, I
in the
had it
shot
as
in
my
the-
drink coaster. So then like,
Wow.
Yeah,
You
smart.
used it as a coaster.
and then
gotta
like when I
respect the
gave
block
it was
tables.
stuck to the bottom. So when I gave the girl my cup, he didn't even see when I gave her my cup to throw away that it was stuck to it. So she threw it away. So yeah, he didn't
That
know.
was smooth as hell.
Yeah, I'm the smoothest nigga out here.
You wasn't even trying to waste like space in your pockets like for a second to entertain him.
I didn't want to. When he came up talking to me, I was looking at him like, why are you talking to me? But I mean, like he gave me. I do not entertain these niggas. I do not.
Okay, all right. So honestly, I'm gonna skip one. Number 5. What is your? Actually, number 6. We're doing 5 later. We can swap it. Whatever number y'all like. What is y'all worst experience in spitting game? Or getting game spat to you?
Oh, okay.
Either.
I was
What's the
about
worst?
to say not applicable, my nigga.
Ooh, like the worst time of somebody spitting game to me. Oh God, this dude. I have a pair of all white high top huaraches. This dude had a hot dog trying to talk to me. He dropped it on my shoe. Like first off.
Oh shit! Come on, man. Oh.
And then.
You a goofy.
Then no, because I'm just like, first off, I'm already trying to be like,
It had mustard and ketchup in it.
mustard on it. Oh God, it's still the stain is still there. Every time I look at it, I be like,
You gotta get hit.
like y'all, like, whoo. This was recent. Like every time I think about it, it just made me so mad.
What did he say? Oh my bad, but
He came up to me. He was already chewing on the dog. He was like, "What's up, ma? How you doing? I like your shoes." Bloop.
did he just walk away? You told him to walk away.
He just looked at me crazy. And then he was like, "You want a napkin?"
I respect it. Hold on. I respect it. He leaned into it. He made a mistake, and like a gentleman, offered her a napkin.
No, I don't want your napkin.
I kinda want the
leave
napkin.
residue on the shoe.
You got a napkin, didn't
You
you?
a double goofy.
You was gonna get one anyway, because you're gonna wipe it off. I thought it was a good move. Rocco, what is your worst experience?
Women don't approach me like that.
All right, what is the worst experience?
Actually, you know what? I have some lift stories. You know, lift.
Oh God.
You know it
I don't know
goes
if we want
down
any
in the
of these.
lift.
Yeah, that's true.
You know. I don't know. These women out here that get drunk on Friday, Saturday nights, you know, just doing the most. Like, oh, my girl wants to holler at you, rubbing on your arm and stuff, and it's like, man, you got a girl, you got a wife, you too cute to be single. And I'm like, man,
I hate
stop.
that line.
Stop.
What does that mean?
Leave me alone.
What does that mean for
I
real?
can't even see you.
You say you're too cute to be single?
Look like a Teletubby.
Wait, what does that really mean?
Yo, shout out to the big girl. He like the big girl. He like
I didn't say nothing about her being big.
Oh.
No. And I like my women thicker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thick'em, steak'em.
She just look like a Teletubby, just extra cheesy, just.
Oh, you talking about in the face?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
God!
yeah.
He ain't talking about the body. He talking about in the face.
Jesus.
Shorty got them ears.
Yeah, she just look. Oh, happy time.
Yo, the craziest shit. I was approached on business, so I kind of feel it. I was approached on business to go out of state to do an interview in Virginia, right? And I was like, all right, cool. When we get to Virginia, I'm getting all kind of weird vibes from Shorty. So I'm like, look, I got a girl, da-da-da-da-da. She was all surprised, but that did not deter.
That never deters. I don't know what people
That
think.
probably made her go harder.
That's like the boyfriend. Like I got a boyfriend. That don't work.
I come out the shower, Shorty right there, her undies. I'm like, whoa.
Hey, all right, so number 9. No, go ahead, what?
We come back. She told dude to get out the hotel room. She sucking on a pickle. I'm like, look, I gotta go.
Wow.
Y'all on some wild shit. Wow. I felt very vulnerable because I couldn't go nowhere. It was a very,
That nigga
that
was
made me
trapped.
uncomfortable.
Jesus Christ.
She brought the pickle out on you?
Pickle.
I ain't never.
Sel, she bit it?
Did she bite
She
it?
bit the pickle?
She bit it after.
No, after what? What
You
happened?
know, you know.
I don't know. What she do?
She
Oh, okay, it's fine.
She
All
bit
right.
the pickle.
You tell me later. You tell me after. You tell me after the show. I figured it.
All right.
No, all right. My worst experience. I ain't gonna lie. This is the most embarrassing thing that I have ever done.
What you got?
I got too drunk. That's how kind of. Okay, so that's how it starts. This girl was on the side. Okay, in the back, chilling. All right, and you know when you get too drunk, you start feeling yourself. You know, so I go back there and I start talking, and she constantly tells me, nah, I'm not into it. I'm not into it. Like, I'm good. I should have took that as a no, but I took that as, oh, okay, so she's just, being playful. It got to the point where the bartender had to come and tap me and be like, hey, hey, buddy, she's not into you.
Dang, bro.
This is the worst part. This is the part that gets me mad because I'm not dumb, even when I'm drunk. She says, me and her, we used to go together. And, like, we might be getting back together. She could have just told me she was a lesbian, but she had to come up with a whole story. They weren't going to get together. She had to get my cousin and say, you need to get your boy because he's doing a little bit too much. Whew.
She said no.
That's what I was saying. I was like, well.
Wow.
She said no.
I can't get mad at it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I don't know why there's because I don't understand it, but for some reason in some guys' minds, the playing hard to get comes with the word no.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really exist.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hey, Rocker, come on, man. Stay with me, buddy. Let's get into it.
I want to get into this because I really want to know what you about to say.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and this is for both parties, no means maybe.
No.
Sometimes no means maybe. I'm not talking. Hold on. I am not talking about sex. All right, in sex, no means no.
No, I'm saying no means no. Period. Like no means no. Dot. That's it. Cause I'm saying you like. If you, I'm gonna be honest with you. In this point in day age, like how old we are now, I don't care if it does mean maybe to you. At this point, it means no. Like you tell me no, it's no because it's like. I'm grown. Everybody got time for that childish game. So if you say no, trying to be playful, I'm for real. Like, if you gonna say no, trying to be playful about something?
But what if for people who do like that type of game?
They childish and they not the type of people for me. Don't matter. They don't matter. Like at that point, like if you talking about something, like unless you saying it kind of sly, like can I have your number or something like that? Like no, like like that. Nah.
So it's a no.
Like if you say like can I have your number? No. Alright, bitch.
The only playful to go by, she start twirling her hair and playing with her hair. Or she might.
But what if she was doing that?
That's fine. But
It's
if
still,
she said no with that, I'm still gonna go.
She could be looking at the dude behind you.
Exactly.
She could be talking to you like, no, you can't have my number.
Look,
Jesus Christ.
I've seen it.
You gotta learn the signs.
I know the signs. I was drunk. I know. Go ahead, that was good.
No, it's the sign.
Bow.
Okay, now hold on.
She still said no.
Hold on, pause. Like that right there, that's just like one of them things that just come with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm for real. Like that's one of them things. Like dudes who be in the bar, I can't stand when dudes be in the bar. Like, oh yeah, like you buying a shorty a drink. Did she ask you for the drink? Like, did she say like?
No, stop.
Did she ask you?
If
where is he
I
going?
buy you a drink, you don't owe me anything.
Like if she asked,
you cannot say that and then complain that chivalry's dead.
No, I'm not saying that chivalry is. I didn't say that. I'm just saying like you can't be upset like, oh man, like I offered shorty a drink, to try to have to talk to her, and like she didn't want nothing to do with me. Okay, but you use that drink to get your foot in the door. It's plenty of times in situations you get your foot in the door and they kick your ass right back out. It's just one of them type of things.
She don't owe you anything. She really don't.
It's not about.
Oh, what happened then?
Oh, you saw.
I can tell you. We won't get into it. She was entertaining the whole thing, laughing, joking, dancing. She was having a ball. until I got the drink because it was a setup. You know what I'm saying? Like some people know if you ain't gonna turn down a free drink. You know what I'm saying? She's actually set that up. Okay. Her friend set that up. She was like, if you get my friend to drink something. It's blurry because I was drunk as shit. all right. And I fed into that. I'm still a sucker for all of this. Do not get me wrong. But the fact of the matter is, it was kind of played on. She played me. Sometimes,
Like if she was entertaining you got her a drink, and then she was like,
no. It was a cutoff, and then the bartender came up and said, hey.
Oh, see, no, you was just dealing with some childish hoe.
I mean, yeah.
That's really. There's no other way to say that. Yeah, like you was making it seem.
Look, man,
the way you said it was just like I didn't want to take no for answer, so nigga, I was drunk and I kept going.
What? Oh, Rock, I ain't never said that. Oh, Rock, whoa, that was Kreative HQ. I mean, can we say social medias? Jesus Christ.
That was an awful way to end.
Right? I ain't never say nothing like that. I don't even want to defend myself because it just sounds like I'm trying to defend. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm guilty. Please, Rocket. What's this? Sensei.
My social media is all the same. I only have an Instagram and a Twitter, but it's Sensei Jimmy, SENSEIJIMMIE. That's me.
Rocka Music on Instagram, ROCKVMUSICK, JaRocka5 on Twitter.
You can find me at SoundDNA, SOUNDNA. It's only one D. Check us out as a collective on Kreative HQ with a K. You feel me? Yo, we love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us always. Please tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your parents, kids. Which is y'all. It's all love. We'll be back next week. Let's go.
Hey. What's free? Free is when nobody else can tell us what to be. Free is when the TV ain't controlling what we see. Told my niggas I need you. Through all the fame, you know I stay true. Pray my niggas stay free. Made a few mistakes, but this ain't where I wanna be. Before I'm judged by 12, put a 12 on my feet. Told my niggas I need you. Stay up, I know these times ain't true. Real life was
Since
free.
the lad I was cunning, just got a pad out in London. I keep stacking my money, I need a ladder by summer. 8K shots, niggas ducking straight shots. Been a top dog, that's before the K dots. Cracking in 06, immaculate showmanship. Talking like you Mitch, disastrous on the strip. Holding on your bitch, could've never sold you a brick. With them people, you never been on the list. Mona Lisa to me ain't nothing but a bitch. Hanging pictures like niggas swinging from his dick. We so different, you thought these didn't exist. The megalodon never seen on his wrist. I'm from the south where they never make it this rich. God is the greatest, but Satan been on his shit. Walking the pavement, I pray I'm illuminated. Over a decade and never nobody's favorite. Pot and kilo go hand in hand like we gamble and huff. My amigo, 1,000,000 grams when we count them and up. You was dead broke, I let you hold it back. You paid for it, but I fuck around and stole the track. Screaming gang, gang, now you wanna rap. Racketeering charges caught him on the tap. Looking for a bond, lawyers want a tax. Purple hair got them faggots on your back.
What's free? Free is when nobody else can tell us what to be. Free is when the TV ain't controlling what we see. Told my niggas I need you. Through all the fame, you know I stay true. Pray my niggas stay free. Made a few mistakes, but this ain't where I wanna be. Before I'm judged by 12, put a 12 on my feet. Told my niggas I need you. Stay up, I know these times ain't true. Real life was free. Fed investigations, heard they plotting like I trapped. 20 million cash, they know I got that off a rap. Maybe it's the Michael Rubens or the Robert Krafts or the billionaire from Marcy in the way they got my back. See how I prevailed and now they try to knock me back. Lock me in the cell for all them nights and I won't snap. 250 a show and they still think I'm selling crack. When you bring my name up to the judge, just tell them facts. Tell them how we funding all these kids to go to college. Tell them how we ceasing all these wars, stopping violence. Trying to fix the system in the way that they designed it. I think they want me silent. Oh, say you can see, I don't feel like I'm free. Locked down in my cell, shackled from ankle to feet. Judge banging that gavel, turned me to slave from a king. Another day in the bing, I gotta hang from a string. Just for popping a willie, my people march to the city. From a cell to a chopper, view from the top of the city. You can tell how we rockin' soon as I pop it. We litty poppin' like Bad Boy in 94. Big Papa and Diddy and niggas counting me out. Like my account ain't busy, that's 5,000,020. Sit up and count till I'm dizzy. Phantom 500,000, 100 round and it's dizzy. Is we beefing or rapping? I might just pop it with Drizzy. Like what's free? Free is when nobody else can tell us what to be. Free is when the TV ain't controlling what we see. Told my niggas I need you.
Through all the fame, you know I stay true. Pray my niggas stay free. Made a few mistakes, but this ain't where I wanna be. Before I'm judged by 12, put a 12 on my feet. Told my niggas I need you. Stay up, I know these times ain't true. Real life was free.
In the land of the free where the blacks enslaved. 3/5 of a man, I believe's the phrase. I'm 50% of Duce and it's debt free, yeah. 100% of Ace of Spade, worth half a beat. Rock Nation, half of that, that's my piece. 100% of title to bust it up with my G's. Most my niggas won't ever work together. You run a checker, but they never give you leverage. No red hat, don't Michael and Prince me and yay. They separate you when you got Michael and Prince's DNA. I ain't one of these house niggas you bought. My house like a resort. My house bigger than yours, my spot. Come on, man. My route better, of course. We started without food in our mouth. They gave us pork and pig intestines. Shit you discarded that we ingested. We made the project a wave. You came back, reinvested and gentrified it. Took niggas sense of pride, now how that's free? When them people stole a soul and hit niggas with 360s. I ain't got a billion streams, got $1 billion. Inflating numbers like we po be happy about this. We was praising Billboard, but we were young. Now I look at Billboard like it's you dumb. To this day, grandma afraid what I might say. They gonna have to kill me, grandmama, I'm not their slave. Check out the bazaar, rapping style used by me. The HOV, look at my hair free, carefree. Niggas ain't near free, enjoy your chains. What's your employer name with the hairpiece? I survived the hood, can't no shaitan rob me. My account's so good, I'm practically living tax-free. Factory, that's me. Sold drugs, got away, scot-free. That's a CCE, copy, kill free. Steal me and expect me to not feel away. To this day, you would say, y'all kill me. Sucker free, no shucking me. I don't jive turkey. Say happy Thanksgiving, shit sound like a murder to me. Smoke free, all of y'all calling out toll free. Label rob you for millions, yet you wanna put a hole in me. Sugar free, seasoned but I'm salt free. You lay a hand on hold my shooter, shoot for free. I promise World War III. Send an order through a hands free. Kill you in 24 hours or shorter, you can't ignore the hand speed. On God, it's off the head, this improv, but it's no comedy. Sign I fail, hell nah. Ha 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 ha.